Here we go. We're live right here on the San Francisco 49ers Report. My name is Chase Sr. Preseason Week 2 is about a half hour away as the Niners are on the road to play the Los Angeles Chargers at SoFi Stadium. Usually we call SoFi Stadium Levi Stadium South because Niner fans always take over the joint when they play the Rams on the road. Now tonight they're playing the Chargers. We could still call it Levi Stadium South, but of course it's not the same because the Chargers-Niners rivalry is not like the Niners-Rams rivalry, but we're pumped up to be here. We're glad all of you are hanging out here with us. Welcome into the 49ers Report. My name is Chase Sr., and as always, no matter where you are, how you're tuned in, thank you so much for making tonight's show a part of your evening. And of course, the 49ers Report is made possible thanks to our friends at Prize Picks. This is an interesting matchup because Brock Purdy and some of the Niners starters are going to play in this game. The same can be said for Jim Harbaugh's Chargers, as Justin Herbert is expected to start for the Chargers. And these two teams had a joint practice earlier this week. The Chargers got the better of the Niners as San Francisco's secondary got torched. Their pass rush was non-existent. It was a tough day for the offense. But now in between the lines, for a game that is an actual game and not a joint practice, what can San Francisco do? Can they respond? This is also a matchup between two teams that have aspirations for making deep playoff runs and are borderline Super Bowl contenders. The Niners last year, 12-5 record. The Chargers at 11-6. As far as the Niners preseason slate goes, this time last week, they played the Tennessee Titans. And this time last week, that game was well underway. Shout out to all of you on the East Coast who are tuned into the show watching this game because it is a 10 p.m. Eastern kick. You know you're a diehard fan if you're tuning into the show and watching this game tonight. Niners lost that game last week, 19-13, able to cover the spread. Eddie Pinheiro field goal late for the bettors out there. That was huge. Niners playing the Chargers tonight. And then next week, the annual tradition, Niners-Raiders in Las Vegas. That kickoff a little bit earlier at 5 p.m. Pacific time. A former Battle of the Bay, but one that always has that hostile rivalry type of feel. Kyle Shanahan saying earlier this week that some Niners are expected to play in this game. So we're going to get a look at Brock Purdy and some of these Niners starters, which adds a little bit of juice to this game. Really looking forward to watching Brock Purdy in action, in addition to a couple of Niners who we were unable to see last week. One of the players who I can't wait to watch is third-round pick running back Kalen Black. Had to take the more on the Prize Picks lineup for him. Producer Chip is in the house. We've got Niner fan Connor in the building as well. SoCal Niner. Let's get 1,000 SFs in the chat right now. A little less than 19 minutes to go until this game gets underway. Type SF in the chat. Let's get it popping. Already nearly 500 people watching live. And how many likes do we have on the stream? 59 right now. Let's get over 100 likes ASAP. I see Hernandez Milo, Dave D, Wet Noodle, Spunky Guy, John Wallace, Adrian, Connor, Ty Man the Buckeye, Michael, Not Your Average Joe, Paul, all tuned into the show. All of you and everybody else commenting, thank you so much for being here. So right now, watching a little bit of Texans-Raiders. Rough start for Fernando Mendoza. Hopefully it's not a rough start for Brock Purdy in this game. Here is our Super Chat menu. As always, anytime you send in a donation, we got to show you some love, and we greatly appreciate it, of course. All Super Chats will get a shout-out. We'll pop every single Super Chat up on the screen. If you send in a $20 Super Chat or more, you enter a raffle to win one of our F Seattle shirts. Niners, Seahawks, fantastic rivalry inside the NFC West. Once we get to 500 total, I will do a shotgun unless by the time that this clock hits 16:30, somebody sends in a $100 Super Chat to get us started. And since Debo is back with the Niners, our Super Chat MVP, largest individual Super Chat or Venmo tonight will get a signed Debo Samuel jersey. That is our MVP giveaway. Now, if you can't send in a Super Chat, look, it's all good. There are other ways to support the show for free, and I'm talking to all of you right now. Hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Comment and share your thoughts. Share this video on social media. Most importantly, fifth and last, be a real one. Speaking of real ones, Spunky Guy is just that. $2 super chat. Good evening, faithful. Chase and Chip. Let's go. Let's go, Niners. And let's go, Prize Picks. Prize Picks powering today's show. Use our code HMA when you play your first $5 lineup. If you're victorious with that lineup, you get $150 instantly in bonus lineups. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports picks app. It's very easy to use. You pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. Prize Picks is the #1 place to win cash while watching sports. You can also submit some team picks as well. Do you like the Niners to win tonight? Now, if you're taking the Niners to win tonight in a preseason game, I got some questions for you, but I never have questions for you if you're submitting a lineup, because Chip and I have submitted our lineups and we'll show you those all throughout the evening. So use that code HMA, play your first $5 lineup, get $150 in lineups if you win. Here is Chip's lineup, $10 to win $60. Dejon Stribling, more than 22.5 receiving yards. He smashed the more last week. DJU, Chip went to Clemson. DJU went to Clemson. More on 55.5 passing yards. And then Patrick Taylor, more than 21.5 rushing yards. Chip, I have bad news for you. Patrick Taylor is out for the year. So that will be injury insurance for you because he's not going to play in this game. If you took the less, you would have been victorious there. I will send you my lineup, but there is injury insurance. If a player gets injured in the first half, this is a great example, it will not count toward your lineup. We know better than Prize Picks, I guess. So, $10 to win $60. Use our code HMA. Thank you so much to Prize Picks for supporting everything that we do on the 49ers Report and here at Chat Sports. All right, taking a look at Raiders, Texans. This Houston defense, led by former Niners defensive coordinator DeMeco Ryans, is looking absolutely stellar. And Fernando Mendoza was looking a little bit lost. Last week, I thought Mendoza looked good. A little bit of athletic ability, operating under center. Didn't do a lot of that at Indiana. Some play action, fitting the ball into tight windows. But tonight, you saw some of the growing pains for a young quarterback. And he threw an interception, which was a telegraph throw. Did Kirk Cousins earn 2 more starts with that pick? Raiders might be bad, but they don't want to tank the confidence, of course, of the #1 overall pick out of Indiana. Elijah the Prophet with the $2 super chat. Shout out to the Niner family. Love y'all. Let's go. Elijah, good to hear from you. Good to hear from Spunky Guy by way of the super chat. Raycon is asking what time this game starts. If you're watching the show, you see the countdown to kickoff clock right below me. Less than 14 minutes from now, this game will get started. So 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, which would be 9 p.m. Central. I'm not good at math. I failed elementary algebra in college. That's why I talk for a living. So 13 and a half minutes to go until this game gets started. Chaotic with the comment here. The substation is starting. Patrick Taylor out for the year. Niners continue to be very banged up at the running back position. More than 500 people are hanging out already. As you come in here, continue to hit that thumbs up icon, like the video for the remainder of the pregame show. What to watch for, my top players to watch in this game. That's coming up here in just a moment. And let me extend that deal. If somebody sends in a $100 super chat, I'm shotgunning a beer. But it has to come in the next 2 minutes. I got the pocket knife ready to go, and let's get it.
What's the Prize Picks lineup that you have so that I'm going to place a new one.
Okay. I'm going to send it to you so that we can show it.
Bet.
I've got Adrian Martinez less than 89.5 passing yards. Kalen Black more than 23.5 rushing yards.
Oh, yeah,
and then Trey Lance less than 16.5 rushing yards.
Bet. Yeah, send that to me and we'll get that
Yep.
popped up later. That's hilarious. Why is he on there? I wonder if he's still on there.
Patrick Taylor?
He's
yeah, that's
still
awful.
on there.
Yeah, that's crazy. Should I edit my lineup?
Take the less. That's crazy. I mean, I'm going to take the less. Why not? We'll see what happens. We'll see if they just void that selection or not, but that is hilarious. All right. Locked and loaded. Tony DeWeese.
Tony DeWeese. He's back. Just like Niners football. Bang, bang. Faithful. Tony D, hope you're doing well, my man. Good to hear from you again. I see Marco saying bang, bang. Lobo801 checking in with the $5 super chat. We'll get to that here in just a moment. All right, let me run through my top players to watch against the Chargers. And, of course, we have to begin with quarterback Brock Purdy. Going to get the start tonight for San Francisco. If the Niners have a long scoring drive, I don't know if Kyle Shanahan will put him out there for a second drive. What I'm kind of hoping for, I was telling producer Tom Searle this, the Niners have a good enough drive for the first drive of the game. They get an Eddie Pinheiro field goal. And then Kyle Shanahan says, I want to see a little bit more from this first-string offense because they probably won't play next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Then we get a full-scoring drive for San Francisco, and they can put up like 10 points on the board. That would be ideal. But I've said this about Purdy. I think Purdy is one of the more interesting, fun players to watch in the NFL. He's not the biggest. He's not the strongest. He said today he's not even the fastest. He doesn't have a bazooka for an arm. It's not like he stands 6'5" and can launch at 70 yards. But Purdy makes the most of what he does have. He's got an extraordinarily high football IQ. He layers balls better than anybody across the NFL. And he throws with some of the best timing, touch, accuracy, and anticipation. And when he does have an opportunity to create out of structure and improvise, his athletic ability and his running ability is very underrated, and he catches defenses off guard. You see some defensive linemen who are about to sack Purdy. He spins out of a sack, runs around, throws the ball downfield in a tight window, and those defenders are like, how did I not tackle him? He's not Kyler Murray, but he's sneaky quick. And for those reasons, man, really entertaining player to watch. To relieve him, it's going to be Mac Jones. Mac Jones' accuracy throughout camp, been a little bit up and down. But last year during the summer, his accuracy was a little bit Jekyll and Hyde. Then he started 8 games for San Francisco last year, showed everybody that with quality coaching, he could be a quality starter in this league, completed around 70% of his passes. And I think that once this season is over, Mac Jones can go somewhere. He could start for a club, or if another team isn't settled at the quarterback spot, or they have an injury at the quarterback position in the lead up to week 1, he becomes a pretty good trade candidate because of the rise of Curtis Rourke, who has that rib injury. Don't think he's going to be playing tonight, unfortunately. So more Adrian Martinez. You know that I love him if you watched the show last week. Hopefully we get to see Mike Evans, but he's dealing with that quad injury. So if Mike Evans does not play in this game, no surprises there because he's an elder statesman. He doesn't need to. Last year he was a little bit banged up. You got to make sure he's ready week 1 against that rebuilt Los Angeles Rams defense in Melbourne, Australia. Dejon Stribling, an absolute star. Week 1 of the preseason against Tennessee. He has the makings of being a legitimate number 1 wide receiver. Big, fast, tall, physical, snatches the ball out of the air with vice grips for hands, can rise up and get it. He's got physicality to his game. Love his willingness to block. What the Niners think is also refreshing. Low maintenance guy. Player who has a lot to prove tonight if he wants to make this 53-man roster because he can't make the club from the tub and he's been in the tub too often, is wide receiver Jacob Cowing. Jacob Cowing, I think for the Niners, they'd love for him to make the team, be a guy who's got 4.4 speed, explosive player. You can use him inside, outside, gadget guy, but he's also a talented return guy. But if he continues to get banged up, those return duties might go to Jordan Watkins, who last week, as we pop up Jordan Watkins here, is a player who I was very impressed by. Everybody, rightfully so, was gushing about Dejon Stribling. He was terrific. Rookie wide receiver, first pick from the draft class. A lot of hype around him. But Jordan Watkins added some weight this offseason. He has 4.3 speed. He can track the ball pretty well. I thought he won with some really nifty routes, made some difficult contested catches, especially absorbing some contact. Can he earn himself not just a roster spot, but a role in 2026? Can't wait to watch Kalen Black. Should be getting the start at the running back position. Christian McCaffrey, of course, not playing in this game. He still has stiffness. Patrick Taylor out for the year. The Niners did bring back Khalil Herbert because Taylor is out for the year. Sincere McCormick shouldn't start. Kalen Black should get the start. Jordan James not ready to come back off that rib injury. Kalen Black, third-round pick, can squat more than 500 pounds, can bench 400 pounds. He is just a ball of muscle, and he runs like that. But he's also a really good pass protector, can pick up yards after contact, really like the contact balance. Furthermore, I want to see a little bit more from Romello Height. Was kind of silent, held in check against Tennessee week 1 of the preseason, but there were moments where he showed some speed and then was either held or contacted in the face, which should have gone for penalties ideally. But at 240 pounds, the size isn't the most ideal. He's going to have to win with speed, twitch, bend around the edge. I want to see more of that. Grayson Halton had a great debut. He was dealing with an ankle injury, so we'll see if he plays in this game. Ephesians Prysock, he's 6'3", long wingspan, runs 4.4 against Carnell Tate. Top 5 pick, by the way. Targeted 3 times, didn't give up a catch, had a pass breakup right along the goal line. The technique was flawless on that play. Nick Martin, very hit-and-miss player right now. You see some plays where you say he was in the right spot at the right time, made a fantastic play on the ball carrier, on the pass catcher, even on the quarterback, because you can dial up some blitzes for Nick Martin. Then there are times where he doesn't wrap up or he's overly aggressive, over pursues, takes himself out of a play. He needs to be more consistent. The flashes are really good, but the lack of consistency is what will keep him on the sideline and not on the field if the Niners simply can't trust him. And the Niners right now seem to trust the 5th-round pick out of Louisiana at linebacker a little bit more, and Jaden Duggar. Converted DB. He, too, has a lot of length, great athleticism. The game seems to operate a little bit more slowly for him. The tackle that he made in the open field against Cam Ward last week. Great play. Alfred Collins, 6'6", 330. Last week, he was getting tossed out of the club too often. Can't happen when you're that big. Contact. Jair Brown. Playing for Raheem Morris because he's an instinctual player. But in some of those plays, and in some plays throughout his NFL career, he hasn't shown a lot of instincts. Sebastian Valdez, otherwise known as the Hulk. Niners are all of a sudden pretty deep at the defensive tackle spot. Larry Worth has some really intriguing athletic measurables. UDFA linebacker out of Arkansas. I think that he could earn himself a roster spot potentially, or at least come back to the practice squad. And then Bryson Eason, UDFA defensive tackle out of Tennessee, adding to the depth along that defensive tackle room for San Francisco. All right, we've got less than 4 minutes to go until this game gets underway. If you're ready for kickoff, I want you to hit that thumbs up icon. Like the video right now.
Let's go, baby.
Hit
Almost
that
1,000
thumbs up
people
icon.
in here.
Like the video. Yes, 40 people away from 1,000 people watching live, and the game hasn't even started yet. So a good pregame audience here. Just ran through my top players to watch. And now we await kickoff.
Hit that thumbs up, baby. I'll tell you what, with 3 minutes left to go, with 900 people watching, what's half of 900? 450?
Yep.
If we can get to 450 likes before the countdown to kickoff clock expires, I'll give you guys a free beer bong to start the night. We are 220 likes away from that goal with almost 1,000 people in here. That is light work. Let's go, man.
All right, let me give you some updates here. George Kittle, by the way, met with his surgeon in L.A., and they're very excited about the progress that he's made. That meeting was said to go very, very well. Jair Brown is playing, rallying the squad in the pregame huddle. Deebo Samuel is in uniform, wearing the number 19. And according to Schefter, there's a great chance that Kittle plays in week 1. The Niners starting defense, Romello Height, Alfred Collins, Osa Digizua, Sam Okuanu. How about this at linebacker? Jaden Duggar, Garrett Wallow, Nick Martin. Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw not playing. That's fine. The starting safeties, Jair Brown, Marquise Siegel. So I think Collins and Odigizua are in line to start week 1. Romello Height might as well, with Nick Bosa on the other side. Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw will start at 2 of the linebacker spots. Will Jaden Duggar be a rookie starter at the 3rd spot? And then right now, Jair Brown, Marquise Siegel, because Malik Mustafa's been hurt. Renardo Green will start, and we'll see if Diamador Lenoir will start at the other corner position.
Shout out Lobo with a $5 super chat. Hype! Let's get it, Lobo. Thank you for that.
So here's the tweet from Schefter that George Kittle visited Wednesday in Los Angeles with renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. Neil Elatrash, who performed the surgery on his torn Achilles in January. It was said to be an encouraging visit. Kittle's recovery is ahead of schedule, and it gives him a legitimate chance to play in the regular season opener against the Los Angeles Rams.
Come on, man. Kittle. And how about this?
Hey! Austin Scarberry, $100 super chat, makes it rain. What's up, guys? I'm taking Purdy to Strib for the first touchdown. I love that, Austin. And hopefully, Stribling can go more on the receiving yards on the Prize Picks lineup if he's able to catch that pass from Brock Purdy. So hopefully it's a 30-yard bomb. Austin, appreciate that. That's legendary stuff.
Let's go. I want to show some love to Austin.
Connor, you want to give me a Miller Lite from the fridge? That'd be awesome.
I'm good. I got my Happy Dads here.
Let me get this game pulled up.
We are about 100 likes away, 130 likes away from 450. If we get there before kickoff, I said I was doing a beer bong. Should be on NFL Network, which I figure is probably on YouTube TV, but maybe not.
Let's see.
Should be. Won't start for a few minutes anyways. We got
yeah,
some time,
it'll be a little bit delayed. Let's see here.
If you go back to like the home of YouTube TV, just like keep spamming the back button until it brings you there.
Thank you, brother. All right. What the? Networks? There we go.
Oh, there it is.
Bang, bang.
Knew it was on there. Yep. Perfect.
There we go. Niners rocking the road whites. Gold pants, of course. Clean gold helmets. Red numbers. Chargers will be in the home powder blues. Austin, going to do a shotgun for you here in a second. Dr. Checkmate, $5 super chat, go Niners. Interesting that the preseason matchups will be repeated during the season. Yeah, a lot of times that doesn't happen, but I think it's week 13 when the Niners will play the Chargers this year? They try to keep it regionally, right? And the Niners play the Chargers a lot in the preseason. They play the Raiders, obviously, every year. But they don't want teams traveling great distances for preseason games, especially the Niners, right? When they're going to travel 38,000 miles this year, most miles traveled in NFL history. Dejon Stribling warming up. Jordan Watkins warming up as well.
Let's get it, baby. Up to $115 in super chats, 355 likes. And this game should be getting going here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Cannot wait. See some of these starters out there in action.
The Niners are about to kick off NFL preseason week 2 against the Los Angeles Chargers. With the Niners being in LA, We have a big George Kittle update looking ahead to week 1 against the Los Angeles Rams in Melbourne, Australia. Give me a follow and subscribe, by the way, for Niners coverage every single day year-round. So, of course, the Niners all-pro tight end and Kittle suffered that torn Achilles in the wild card round win against the Eagles back in January. The surgeon who performed that surgery, Dr. Neil Elatrash, well, he's based out of Los Angeles. Kittle visited with him today, and Adam Schefter with this report. It was said to be an encouraging visit. Kittle's recovery is ahead of schedule, and it gives him a legitimate chance to play in the regular season opener in Australia against the Los Angeles Rams. Big news for the Niners. They've got a couple of big looming injury question marks around Christian McCaffrey, Nick Bosa, and of course Kittle is a stellar player in the pass game as a run blocker and is a great leader for this Niners team as well. What a recovery for him if he's able to play in this game. All right. Little YouTube short on George Kittle right there. Easy money right before this game. Looks like Justin Herbert going to start for the Chargers, so obviously that's a good sign. Chargers jerseys, powder blues, icy clean. Trey Lance, former Niner, going to start as well. The Chargers last year, 21.6 points per game, 20th in the NFL. 21st in yards per play, 18th in passing yards per game, 29th in red zone touchdown scoring percentage. Their offensive coordinator last year, Greg Roman. Remember him from Jim Harbaugh's Niners stint? Well, guess who the Chargers' new offensive coordinator is this year? Mike McDaniel, former Dolphins head coach, but former 49ers offensive coordinator. By the way, Purdy, Mac Jones, and Adrian Martinez all suiting up for the Niners. So it looks like we'll see Purdy first, Mac Jones, then Adrian Martinez. Curtis Rourke is with the team, not playing due to the broken ribs.
Let's go.
49ers Report presented by PrizePicks. By the way, use our code HMA. When you play your first $5 lineup, you get $150 instantly in lineups if you're victorious with that $5 lineup. Pick more, pick less, pick PrizePicks. Number 1, daily fantasy sports picks app in North America. More than 20 million users have signed up and submitted a lineup with billions of dollars paid out in winnings. And we could show you our lineup here. Preseason week 2. This is what I'm rolling with. Since Brock Purdy and Mac Jones are playing, I'm going with Adrian Martinez less than 89.5 passing yards. This is a $20 lineup to win $120. K'Lon Black, more than 23.5 rushing yards. And then Trey Lance, I've always thought, since he's gotten to the NFL, he's an overrated runner, less than 16.5 rushing yards. So download the PrizePicks app. Link is in the chat. Link is in the description. With PrizePicks, it's always good to be right.
Couple super chats coming in. Pop these up right now. First, Dave Towers. Happy Friday from the land down under. Go Niners, Dave.
Dave Towers. Thank you, man. A day ahead down in Australia. G'day, mate. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Trondiction, $2. Bang, bang from Sacramento. And bang, bang, this game is about to get underway. Roberto Davis, time to open up the strip club. Make it rain. Man, once September 1 hits, we're going to be pumping out some Dejon Stribling shirts. You better be ready for it. If you want the Niners to beat the Chargers, hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. I want 1,000 likes in the chat. And with that, we're underway.
Let's go.
Niners kick it away. Going to be a touchback from Eddie Pinheiro. And we will see this Chargers offense first. Justin Herbert begins under center. Lone tailback, bunch formation for the Chargers. Tight end goes in motion. Pitch play. Right side, Omarion Hampton. Really good run stop by Sam Okuano on the backside. Able to swipe at the ankle of Hampton. And he gets dropped for a loss of about 1, maybe 1.5. Herbert, play action, rolls to his left. He's going to find his tight end in the flat. Pass is going to be complete. And on a 2nd and 11, it's a gain of 9. And that'll set up a 3rd and short. Tackle made by Renardo Green. And with that being 3rd down, type those 3s.
Let's go make some noise in the chat.
Herbert, play action. Looks down the middle of the field. Passes incomplete. Intended for Ladd McConkey. Diamador Lenore in coverage. And the Niners defense forces a 3-and-out on the opening drive for the Chargers. Chargers and Mike McDaniel electing to not run it. Fantastic coverage. Very sticky coverage. Diamador Lenore on Ladd McConkey. Deebo Samuel is back to return the punt. How about this wrinkle? Punt is away. Deebo back to receive it. He's going to let it bounce. It gets a friendly bounce for the Chargers. And it will eventually settle at the 6-yard line.
Here comes Brock Purdy. Our first look at him in 2026.
Ball at the 6. Kalon Black getting the start at running back. Pitch play left side. Black darts ahead. Found a small crease. Got 4 or 5 yards.
Good to see Kalon Black out there as well. Didn't see him in the first game. Got him on the Prize Picks lineup.
Second and 5. Purdy takes the shotgun snap. He's going to throw left side to Deebo Samuel. It was a quick hitch. He's about a yard short of the first down. Pocket started to barricade around Purdy a little bit, but he found his old friend Deebo. 3rd and 1. Purdy under center. Handoff goes to Kalon Black. Simple straight ahead run. First down San Francisco. Type those ones. Needed 1. Got 2.
Keep it moving, baby. Keep it moving. Get those ones going in the chat.
Now there's going to be a false start on the Niners. Bad snap from Jake Brendel. You always want to see a clean operation, especially with your starters out there. That was not a case of that on that play. False start on Luke Farrell. Ball at the 12. Purdy play action. Throws down the seam. Ball is behind and off the hands of Deebo Samuel. Ball was not close to getting picked. But Deebo is lined up at outside wide receiver. The linebacker started to drop, so Purdy had to throw it a little bit behind Deebo. Probably wants that throw back. Could have been a little bit of a better throw, but you can see why Purdy put it in the area where he did it. 2nd and 15 after the penalty.
How about a big gainer to Stribling here?
Purdy going to drop back. Looks right side. He finds Dejon Stribling to make this a 3rd and manageable. And it's so impressive how Stribling catches the ball. Like, that ball was right here on the comebacker. He goes and gets it. He doesn't let the ball come to him. And the difference of catching it here versus letting it come to your body and catching it here could be the difference between a catch and a PBU. Fantastic grab. 3rd and 4. 3 receivers to the left. Debo goes in motion from left to right. He's with Tonches on the right side. Purdy looks left. Throws left. Passes. Caught. Dejon Stribling looking like Jawan Jennings out there, but he runs 4-3. First down, Niners. Type those ones.
Feed them in. Feed them in.
Pitch play. Black up the gut. Not much doing there. Got back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Connor Colby, by the way, is at left guard. Second and 9. Ball at the 31. Purdy takes the shotgun snap. Outside zone to Black. Absorbs a hit. Keeps his feet churning. And it'll be a 3rd and about 4.5 yards for San Francisco. Ball spotted at around the 35-yard line. Purdy drops back, throws inside the number, pass is caught again by Dejon Stribling, gain of 7. Another first down for San Francisco.
Three catches for Stribling on this opening drive. The strip club getting open.
Niners run it with Sincere McCormick this time to spell Kalon Black. No gain on the play. 3rd and Dejon. Looking like Jawan Jennings, except he runs 4-3. That's my tweet. Give me a follow on X, at Chase_Senior. Purdy in the shotgun. Kalon Black in motion in the slot now. Niners spread it out. Purdy pumps. Gonna run to his left. Nothing there. And he'll turn garbage into gold. He'll pick up a few yards there. Gain of about 3 or 4 to set up a 3rd and medium.
Saw Purdy said, I think it was earlier today, might have been a couple of days ago, but he will be looking to use his legs a lot this year.
Yep. Kyle Shanahan still rocking the stash. Niners 3 of 3 on 3rd down so far. Ball at the 45 of their own. Trips right, 1 to the left. Purdy throws to the outside. This time the pass cannot be corralled by Luke Farrell. And that'll force a punt. 4th and 7. Corliss Waitman will come out to boot it. Farrell got hit right as he tried to catch that ball. Good timing there. So Waitman, a left-footed punter, sends it away. Oh, punt drops at the 5. It's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. Darrell Luter Jr. didn't quite know where the ball was. Waitman last week pinned 2 punts inside the 10.
Bunch of your super chats to get to that came in during that opening drive.
Yeah, let's get to your super chats here. Tiers, $2. How do you feel about everybody dogging Debo? I'm excited for Debo to come back. You got him at a really discounted price. And he's in shape. He's motivated. I don't want to see him be utilized like a number 1. He's not that anymore, but the Niners aren't going to do that. You know, he's going to be a number 3, number 4 ideally. Really like how the Niners used him as their starting punt returner. That's very intriguing there. Maybe it's bad news for Jacob Cowing, but I'm glad that Debo is back at the price tag that he's back at. Martha Reel, $5 super chat. This is Martha's 3rd ever super chat here on the show. I saw some confetti popping when she sent that in. Thank you, Martha. Kaylin Adaki, one of our super chat MVPs over the years. Let's go Niners. Bang, bang, Niner gang from New Mexico, as we have people watching this show from all across the globe. Jeff Bartlett, $5. Football is back, so now the body shakes will end, right? Starting to have some withdrawal, man. But this is great to see, especially the starters playing a little bit. Rich Milich, any Choco in vanilla preseason makes me smile. Meaning, anytime we get to see some juice in the preseason, it makes you smile. Makes me smile as well, if that's what you meant.
Gotta love that it's back, man. Gotta love it. With all those super chats coming in, a reminder, we do have a super chat menu here tonight.
Yes, all super chats get a shout out. You send in $20 or more, you enter the raffle to win our F Seattle shirt. $500 total equals a shotgun, but I got to do one right now. Thanks to the $100 super chat that came in. And then our super chat MVP. Biggest individual super chat. Right now, the number to beat from Austin Scarberry is $100. Here's our F Seattle shirt. It's Sourdough Sam choking out the Seahawks mascot. We sold hundreds of these last year. I cooked this design up, gave it to our design guy, Arnold. We turned it into a shirt. And it's been a staple of this show.
Just with a link in there to the 49ers Report shop website. Bunch of other gear on there as well. These 49ers Report shirts, whole lot on there.
Trey Lance in the game now for the Chargers. Chargers going to look to run it. Nothing doing there. Romello Height bursting through the line of scrimmage from that edge spot to make the tackle for a loss of about 1 or 2 yards. Cheers, everybody. Thank you, Austin, for the big-time super chat. It's good to be crushing beers, talking Niners football with all of you once again.
Chug, 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 chug. Light work.
Lance, going to take the shotgun snap, going to throw to the left side. Pass is caught, gain of a few. Tackle made by Renardo Green on Thompson.
There you go.
3rd down. Niners were playing off coverage there. Starter is still in for the most part for San Francisco, although Garrett Wallow getting some snaps at linebacker. With 2 linebackers out there, it's Wallow and Jaden Duggar. Lance looks right, goes through his progressions, check down to the running back, 1st down Chargers.
AP in the chat. What's good, AP?
AP in the building. Looking good, Brody. Good to see you last week. 1st and 10, ball at the 38. Play action for Lance. Rolls to the right. Pass caught. Accurate throw. Gain of 8. Smith on the receiving end.
I see Jeannie Wyatt in the chat as well. Real one, Jeannie, we love you.
What's up, Jeannie? Representing the Niner ladies. Second and 2. Split eye for the Chargers. They run it. Niners' run defense has been really, really good in this game. This tackle made by Garrett Wallow. I think I saw Alfred Collins come through the line of scrimmage very quickly. It's another third down. Type those threes.
Get loud. Get loud. I know it's preseason, but we got to get ready for the regular season, man.
Third and 2. I see a 3 in there from Bay Area Sport Report. DeAndre Johnson, Spynick Danger, Seth Harmon, Terrence Robinson, Marianne Montoya. Lance going to throw it on 3rd and 2. He'll launch deep, has a man, pass incomplete. Overthrew his man. Good pursuit speed by Renardo Green. That's 2 3rd and 2s for Justin Herbert and Trey Lance, where Mike McDaniel is dial up a pass. Thompson had a step on Renardo Green, but he was able to catch up to him. Lance wanted a flag, no flag. Chargers punt. We'll see if we see Purdy again. Deebo Samuel going to fair catch that punt at the 12. Let's see if we see Purdy coming out again.
Hope so. Not going to be upset if you have to watch Mac Jones, though.
Purdy was 4 of 6 for 29 yards on that first drive. 49ers Report, by the way, powered by our friends at Prize Picks, #1 daily fantasy sports picks app. Pick more, pick less, pick Prize Picks. Use our code HMA when you play your first $5 lineup. You get $150 in bonus lineups if you win. Show us that you know ball with Prize Picks, and we could take a look at my lineup and see where we're at. I went with a $20 lineup to win $120. Kalon Black, more than 23.5 rushing yards. Hopefully he gets another series here, and he could pop off a long run. Adrian Martinez, less than 89.5 passing yards. And then Trey Lance, less than 16.5 rushing yards. For the regular season, you're going to have so many players and selections to choose from. Of course, in the preseason, slim pickings, but you could still put together a lineup, pick more, pick less. Give me a follow on the app as well, at Chase_Senior. You can see some of my lineups before we talk about them here on the show.
So it's looking good so far.
Okay, Mac Jones is coming in. Brock Purdy's day is done. 1 drive, 12 plays, 4 of 6. Allison Ray, who is at left tackle? Love you, Chase. Austin Pleasant, I believe, was at left tackle. And Brock Purdy's night is over. 4 of 6, 29 yards. 3 of those completions, or 2 of those completions came on 3rd down to Dejon Stribling. Stribling, 3 catches for 25 yards. The more on the receiving yards for him. For Chip's lineup earlier. So Purdy gets 1 series. Niners saw enough. Connor Colby stays in the game at left guard. Needs to be more consistent. And Kalon Black still the back. Dejon Stribling in motion. Black going to get the carry. Takes it to the 15 for a gain of 3.
What do you got, Mac?
Jordan Watkins now in motion. Joins the side of Demarcus Robinson. Now he goes back to the left side. Mac Jones going to hand it off to Kalon Black. Made a man miss, then got back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6. Rip those threes in the chat. Mac in the shotgun. Jordan Watkins flexes out wide. Chargers send 4. Mac over the middle. Pass caught. Stribling. Past the 35 to the 38. Tight window throw from Mac and a great catch from Stribling. The Niners got themselves one in Strib, man.
Wow.
What a catch. What a throw. What a gain. I formation for the Niners. Pitch play. Near side. Faked. Mac in the flat. Luke Farrell. Another first down. Gain of 11. Two and a half minutes to go in the first. Mac Jones' accuracy hasn't been great throughout training camp, but that throw to Stribling, dime. Niners run it with Kalon Black. A gain of about 7. Once again, took contact, kept the feet going. He's 5'9", squats 500 pounds, and can bench 400. He's a physical freak. Niners run it again with Kalon Black. Big hole. Upended at the 33-yard line. Another first down for the Niners. That's the more on the rushing yards for Kalon Black.
Light work. Type those ones.
Mac gonna throw it deep downfield. Oh, Dejon Stribling can't bring it in. He kind of had to torque his body at the last second. Couldn't reel in that pass, but I think he should have caught that one. Fantastic throw by Mac. He had to step up in the pocket. Good touch. Stribling's got to have that. Mac put it right here. Could have been a touchdown, although Stribling was starting to fall a little bit. Instead, it brings up 2nd and 10. Strib wants that back. Niners run it again with Black. No, that's Sincere McCormick. Spun off a defender, takes it to the 30.
Man, if Stribling had that one. Big time 3rd and 6.
Mac in the gun, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Mac steps up, flushed, slides down at the 29. We'll see if the Niners go for it here or if Eddie Pinheiro kicks the field goal. I think the offense is going to come off the field. That'll be the end of the first quarter, headed to the second, and we'll start with an Eddie Pinheiro 47-yard field goal.
Type those twos right to the second quarter. You know, for a 0-0 game, been some highlights in this first quarter. A lot of stribbling, man.
Yep.
We can go through some of the numbers. We can go through some of the team numbers as well. But get those twos going in the chat. I see Terrence Robinson, Enforcer, Max, all typing those twos. Lisa Clary in the building as well.
Lisa Clary, what's up?
So let's look at Stribling real quick. What a first quarter for him. Could have had a touchdown, at least a fifth reception. 4 for 46 in that first quarter. Awesome stuff. Love what he showed so far.
Four for 46. Last week had nearly 60 yards receiving. That's more than 100 yards receiving in his first 2 preseason games. That long catch at 21. Tight window throw from Mac Jones. It was a thing of beauty.
Here's a look at some first quarter team stats.
Niners have moved it well, man. 103 total yards. 4 of 6 on third down. Couple of really nice third down conversions. They've held the Chargers. Justin Herbert, 1 drive. Trey Lance, the other, to 34 yards. Kalen Black has run it really well. Niners have had the ball for 10.5 minutes. Chargers only 4.5.
Don't forget to hit that sub button. We're getting closer and closer to 200,000 subscribers, about 250 people away. Shout out to Michael, Scott, Arian, Magikov, and Paul.
Let's go. All right. 48-yard attempt from the right hash for Eddie Dinero Pinheiro. Clean operation. Kick is perfect. Little draw there from Eddie P. Niners get on the board first. 3-0.
Good to see Eddie P knocking it through. (3-0).
Type those FGs.
Eddie Money, Roddy Kell in the building.
What's up, Roddy? I've got to put some notes down of all the shirts that we can make. Strib Club is one of them.
Gotta have that.
I think Eddie Dinero Pinheiro is another one.
Get real creative with that one, too. You could combine them.
I'd love the idea of a big cock Brock shirt. I just don't know what the image would be.
That one's a little sketchy. What if you combine Eddie Dinero Pinheiro and Strip Club? We got Eddie throwing ones.
Take all my money. Take all my money. Our Fritz, we're back for another year. The best commentator on the internet. $10 for a touchdown, $5 for a field goal. Let's go. Hey, our Fritz. Good to see you. Hope you've had a good summer and off season. $5 for the field goal right there. We'll see if the Niners can find pay dirt.
I see John Wallace in the chat as well. What's good, John? Good to see you. Michael says, what's up, Chip? What's good, Michael Boyce?
Bosa and Osa is another
Ooh.
good shirt idea.
That's a good one. Well, I'd love to get to 198,000 subs tonight. We're 439 now away from that.
Shout out to that person who just subscribed on top of Michael Addison. All right, kick is taken at the goal line. Saron Neal, good tackle. One of the better special teamers across the NFL. Trey Lance coming out for another drive. Last week against the Texans, Lance had a couple of nice throws. Words of wisdom, DeJonathan. That's another good one. Lance going to roll to his right, just as the Chargers broadcast showed a lot of clips of him rolling out and throwing on the run. He does so right there. 8-yard pickup. He was 12 of 20 last week for 164 yards and a pick. Really good tackle against the run by Garrett Wallow. Nick Martin was also there, helping to set the edge a little bit. Third down.
Big Hurt coming in with a 20.
Lance in the gun, two receivers to the right, one to the left. Man in motion, trailed by Upton Stout. Lance going to throw it. Touch throw, near sideline, pass complete. Garrett Wallow in coverage there. That puts the Chargers into Niners territory. There is a flag.
Hold on.
Illegal formation. Back him up. Renardo Green questionable to return to the game. Jack Jones will take over for him.
Back him up. We'll do third down again.
So that makes it a 3rd and 5. Lance takes the shotgun snap. Niners blitz. Lance throws too high, incomplete. Diamador Lenore in coverage. So some Niners starters on defense still playing here, getting a couple of series here under Raheem Morris. Raheem Morris probably wants to have some of his starters get some run, learning some of the new elements of this scheme. Yeah, just a bad throw there from Lance. So 4th and 6, Chargers will punt the ball away. Jacob Cowing takes the punt and gets hit at the 30.
Here are those supers that came in. This one from Words that Chase referenced.
It's the DeJonathan, and he's going to raise money for the bag when his time comes. Put me in the raffle. Anyways, late start. Was swimming with the kiddos. Oh, it's going to be a podcast on my app. Man, Words of Wisdom, launching that app. It's a great one. Told you about it last week. Pulse LV. If you're going to Vegas, download the Pulse LV app. It pretty much can put together your plans for what you want to do in Vegas, depending on your price point and your vibe. Good stuff there from Words. My boy, Big Hurt. Big Chase, getting my pennies together so when I get to Dallas, we can take a shot at tequila together on Niners weekend. We're not going to see any exciting plays tonight. Shanahan never shows his cards in the preseason. If Dejon Stribling caught that dime ball downfield for Mac Jones, that could have been a touchdown. That would have been awesome. He did catch that other dime from Mac Jones for a gain of like 21 yards. That was a good one. Big hurt. Talk to me with the tequila shot. I will say that weekend, LSU plays Texas and Louisiana. And I've been invited to go to Baton Rouge potentially to go to that game. But the Niners are playing the Cowboys. Can I pass up the opportunity to meet Big Hurt? I don't know if I can. Especially to take a tequila shot with you and party with some Niner fans. Might have to stay around town. So Big Hurt, let me know, man. You got me on Instagram. It'd be great to see you. Great to meet you. Great to rip a shot with you. Great to hang out with some diehard faithfuls. Here's our Super Chat menu. All Super Chats get a shout out. You send in $20 or more. You enter the raffle to win our F Seattle shirt. 500 total. You get a shotgun. Super Chat MVP gets a signed Deebo Samuel jersey. The number to beat, $100.
We are $16 away from 200. If somebody gets us there with a $20 Super Chat, I'll give you 5 raffle tickets and a beer chug. If someone can get us there in the next 2 minutes, a $20 Super Chat, instead of 1 raffle ticket, you get 5, and I'll give you a beer chug. That'll push us over 200, which would be awesome.
Yep.
As always, we appreciate every Super Chat that comes in.
Always. All right, let's see. Mac Jones is still in. Good news. I formation for the Niners. White gets the carry. Gets hit after a gain of 2. No more Kalon Black. Play action for Max. 7-step drop. Throws downfield. Has an open man, but he underthrew. Jacob Cowing. He kind of went up and got it, but the DB had some time to get to the football. 3rd and 8. Let's see what happened here. You know what? That's not an underthrown ball. Maybe it was too late. Maybe Mac could have thrown it a little bit earlier. Niners 4 of 6 on 3rd down. What can they do here? Chargers send extra pressure. Mac Jones runs to his left. Flag. There's going to be a hold. Mac's pass nearly intercepted. Penalty will be declined. The Niners will punt. And with Mac Jones running for his life there, Kyle Shanahan might say, get him out of the game. More Adrian Martinez.
Oh, come on. Give us at least till halftime. I can't be watching that.
Yeah. Give me a quarter of Mac. Punt is taken at the 19. Good coverage for the Niners. Sincere McCormick getting downfield for the tackle.
I asked, you guys delivered. Here's that 20 that came in from Architect Drum and Bass. Send it in the 20. Jesus Christ is Lord. God bless you all. Architect, thank you so much for that. So I said I'll give you 5 raffle tickets instead of the normal 1. So here you go, giving you these 5. For the raffle, by the way, for those of you who haven't been here before, the way it works is at the end of the show, we're going to spin a wheel, and whoever it lands on will win. You have to be here at the end of the show to claim your prize. Otherwise, we have no way of contacting you. So Architect, anybody else who gets in the raffle, make sure you're here at the end of the show. So if you win, you can claim your prize. That way we can contact you. I also said I'd give you a beer chug, so let me pop myself up here, Architect, and I'll just do it out of the beer bong. Why not? It's the preseason.
Let's go.
Rocking the Happy Dads. We got the Wild Cherry here today. Cheers to Architect. Cheers to you guys. Going to save over $200 in Super Chat. 1,600 people watching. 600 likes. Let's pump those likes up. Let's go. Cheers.
Man, rapid fire Super Chats coming in. You love to see it. We'll read those out. Architect, drum and bass. Jesus Christ is Lord. God bless you all. You know, I got to say, I started praying like almost every night back in May. Pretty powerful stuff. So, Architect, good stuff right there. Couple more 10s came in. Words of wisdom. Oh, man. I thought it was $10 for the raffle. Here's my second 10 for the $20 raffle ticket. Is that all right? We got you, brother. Anyways, looking forward to seeing you guys chop it up, all things Niners. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Salute, Brody.
You know we got you, Words.
And then I saw Gary Furking. Check your email inbox for Big Brock. All right, let's see.
Uh-oh.
This is risky. Lance going to throw it down the number. Pass is caught. Another flag down. Okay, I don't see an email, which might be a good thing.
Negate that big play. Illegal shift on the Chargers, so that'll be coming back. Probably a good thing you didn't get that email.
Yeah, I don't know what that email would entail. A little bit scared. I shared a story with Chip and some of the fellas a little bit earlier. You never know in this world, man. You never know in this world. So the penalty on the Chargers there results in a 1st and 15 from the Chargers 18. Is there another penalty here?
It was a 1-yard rush.
1-yard rush.
The system was a little confused.
Kamani Vidal. Okay, there's an injury. That's what the delay was. So it'll be a 2nd and 14 coming up here for the Chargers. So injury on the play, pause in action.
How your lineup's doing? I'm curious.
We could take a look at the Prize Picks lineup. Kalen Black, more than 23.5 rushing yards. Let's go. I took Adrian Martinez, less than 89.5 passing yards. Trey Lance, less than 16.5 rushing yards. So Kalen Black, check. No long run from Trey Lance, hopefully. And let's hope that Adrian Martinez throws for 89 yards and 5 touchdowns. But not more than 89 yards.
How about this, by the way? Before the Raiders-Texans game started, I went up to Mitchell Renz, host of the Raiders Report, Jeremy Chuggs, host of Texans Today, and I said, can you each give me the two selections you're most confident in on Prize Picks for each of your teams? Mitch gave me Mendoza to throw a touchdown and Mike Washington to score a touchdown. That one was actually mine, the Mike Washington one, but he gave me Mendoza a touchdown. And then Chuggs gave me C.J. Stroud to throw a touchdown and Lewis Bond more than 21.5 receiving yards. None of them have hit them more. 0 for 4. So thanks, Mitch and Chuggs.
Like, after the first week of the preseason, since it's slim pickings and there's not a lot of choices, like, you really got to get kind of creative. You know, I feel like we know ball here. I think we went 2 for 3 last week. I always kind of like the field goal kickers more than 1.5 on the field goal makes because, like, can't really count on a lot of touchdowns being scored, but can you get into field position? So that's always a good one. For Lance, it's like he's not much of a running threat. The Chargers want him to throw it. And then for Adrian Martinez, like, frankly, not that good.
He's just sorry.
Second and 13 for the Chargers from the 20. Lance looking to throw. Oh, pass is dropped. Tight coverage from Jaden Duggar. He may have played a role in dislodging that football, but I thought that pass should have been caught. Let's take another look from the all-22 angle. Lance had some good time. Good throw. Good coverage from Duggar. Yeah, that's good coverage. I'll chalk it up as good coverage there for Duggar on the tight end.
Third down, type those threes.
Lance throws it to the back. 3rd and 13. Big hit from Jair Brown and Garrett Wallow. Chargers will punt it here. Niners will get it again with under 11 to go.
A lot of the starters still out there. I saw Stout still out there. I saw Lenore out there. Jair Brown, obviously.
All right, punt is away on 4th and 8. Oh, Jacob Cowing lets it bounce at the 35. Would have been a great opportunity for him.
That's bad.
Then it rolls all the way inside the 15. Holding on the Niners, that'll back them up even further.
Yikes. Shout out to the Valencias. Oh, this is Words. This is his app Instagram account here.
Oh, there you go. Pulse LV. Change my handle icon to, as it was reading Aztec, but it's me, Words. Guys, I got to say, I like what I see in D Striv. He looks like a baller. Thoughts? Yeah. Looks like a baller. Love his size, like his speed, like the physicality. Really like how he's a natural hands catcher. Looks to be legit.
It's a sick logo, Words. I like that, man. Wow, the Niners are backed up to the 7.
Yeah, Niners start this drive at the 7. 5-step drop for Mac Jones. Throws to the outside, incomplete for Braden Willis. That throw was off target. Niners going to run it to the outside. Not much there. Gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 8. Type those threes. Mack takes the shotgun snap, looks left, throws downfield, misses Cowing. Cowing was open. He sat down. Soft spot in the defense. But now the Chargers going to get really good field position here. Man. Mack's got to make that throw. I mean, the throw that he made to Stribling for the gain of 20+ was on the money. And then the throw that could have gone for a touchdown was cash too. But since then, Mack's been off target. All right, Corliss Waitman with the left leg. Punts it away. Caught at the 46. Taken to the Niners 45 to the 43. And again, as I said, good field position for the Chargers here.
Couple more supers from our guy Words.
The Bob 6 came up with the Strib Club. Love it. It's a good one. It's a good one for sure.
Another one here from Words. Thanks, Chip. When we hit it big, God willing, cigars. Oh, man. I'll take one any day. Me and Chase will take one any day.
Love some cigars. Funny story, when Chip first got hired, and then Reed, who now works here, came down to visit him. He was always a big supporter of what we did and then ended up getting a job here. I took Chip and Reed out for a cigar and some drinks. We kind of went all around Dallas to a couple of spots. Chip's first ever cigar. He lit the wrong end.
Lit the wrong
end, but it was a learning lesson.
It's like, why isn't this working?
Why isn't this working?
We're in this like nice cigar lounge. There's, people all around smoking cigars, their whole lives. I'm in there.
It's like,
I'm like
what's
22
going on?
years old. I'm looking like a bum in there.
Just man. A little amateur, but a good learning lesson for the kid.
Lesson.
Yeah. Great, Gary Furkring. I don't know. It's in my sent inbox, no air. Sent to your email per your YouTube profile. YouTube @ChatSports. Check spam. Oh. That's like our company one. So Chip can actually pop up my personal email that you can send it to, chase@chatsports.com. That's my personal email, chase@chatsports.com.
There is the confusion there. Now I'm curious what this is going to be.
Hopefully it's an AI design and not your own BCB.
See that at the bottom of the screen, Gary. Curious what this is going to be. Chargers started Niners territory here at the 42.
Lance. Oh, no.
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 Oh.
Lance just uncorked a 37-yard run. Prize Picks lineup is cooked. Niners were playing man. Everybody was downfield. Jaden Duggar couldn't catch up to him. That's like Lance's best run of his career. I'm not even kidding. Prize Picks lineup is cooked. I was feeling so good about it. Watch, he's going to come out after this drive too, right? Sam Okuwanu, good tackle backside against the run.
Brutal.
I knew right away it was lights out. There was so much real estate for Lance there. The Prize Picks lineup chalked. Lance play action, rolls to his right. Pass caught by the fullback at the 2. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Big 3rd and goal. Type those 3s in the chat. Bless you. Let's get those 3s going, baby. Come on.
Empty set for Lance. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Lance, back corner, fade, incomplete. Jack Jones, really good coverage in the end zone, forces the incompletion. Will the Chargers go for it, or will they kick the field goal? Let's see.
Wow.
Chargers will kick it. 21-yard attempt for Dicker the kicker. Chip shot. 3-3, 7-11 to go in the second quarter. A sign that we're all getting old. Marshall Manning, the son of Peyton Manning, completed his first high school pass tonight for Baylor High School in Tennessee.
Sure. Good job by the Niners there, keeping the Chargers out of the end zone. Another super chat from Words that just came in. Oh, this is a good shout from Words. Chase, can we bring back the AI babies? Hilarious.
Oh my gosh. Legendary chat sports moment.
Yeah.
I was crying. There have been like a handful of moments where I've cried laughing here at Chat Sports. Yesterday was one of them because there was a Foodgate situation that put me into tears. Great return for Jacob Cowing. Unfortunately, there's a penalty. And then the AI babies was another one.
Oh, that was great.
Where I was just in tears laughing. Might be a legal alignment for the Niners here. Let's see. Yeah, legal formation.
I mean, how are you lined up incorrectly on a kickoff return, dude? That's like...
I know. Kickoff return, illegal formation, that's hard to do.
That's basic
That's peak preseason football right there.
Yep. Rourke's not playing 49ers core. No Curtis Rourke tonight.
So they kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. Does that go out of bounds?
No, he kicked it too far. It didn't land in the landing zone. He just kicked it straight in the end zone.
Okay, so touchback. So the Niners get good field position here. Ball at the 35. Mack, play action. Touch throw. This time it's on the money to Jordan Watkins, out of bounds at the 40. After a couple of errant throws from Mac Jones, right in stride to Watkins along the near sideline on the out. May have been a crosser. Yep, a crosser. Perfect throw. To the Chargers, 41. Pitch. McCormick. Big run. Look at Sincere McCormick. 30, 20, 10, 5. Out of bounds at about the 4. So Mac Jones to Jordan Watkins for 25 yards. And then Sincere McCormick off the pull block from the backup tight end, Braden Willis, takes it inside the 5. Ball at the 4. Mac Jones under center. Play action. Pressure in his face. Throws. Risky throw into triple coverage. There's also a flag on the play, almost picked off by Smith. That McCormick run, 37 big ones. Two guys moving in the backfield, 5-yard penalty. So the ball goes back to the 9. I formation for the Niners. McCormick back in the game. He gets the carry. And tough run there. There's nothing there, but he gained about 3 yards.
Get in the end zone.
Niners going to run it again. McCormick gets the give, and he's in. 7-yard touchdown run for Sincere McCormick. Niners regain the lead. San Francisco. Good drive for San Francisco, taking advantage of the short field. And a tough run from McCormick. The knee was not down. That's what he did in college when he had one of the best seasons ever for a running back, by the way. And that's what he did on that drive. Gain of 37, gain of 20 plus, and then the 7-yard touchdown. So Mack hit Jordan Watkins for more than 20 yards. Sincere McCormick ran for 37. Then he chugged in from 7. Let me give you these Sincere McCormick UTSA numbers. Back-to-back years. 2020. In 11 games, 249 carries, more than 1,400 yards, 5.9 yards per carry, 11 touchdowns. He averaged 133 rushing yards per game. The following year at UTSA, 298 carries in 14 games, almost 1,500 yards, 5 yards per carry, 15 touchdowns. Great college player. Jim Harbaugh is double fisting a squeeze water bottle. I've never seen that outside of a child doing it. Sincere McCormick, 5 for 49. 9.8 yards per carry. Of course, the long at 37.
First touchdown of the game goes to San Francisco. Stone Cold Fire. $5 super chat.
Stone Cold, good to hear from you again. What's up, gang? Been a long off season. Glad Niner football is back. So am I. I mean, this is beautiful right here. Kick is taken inside the 5. Taken to the 29-yard line. 5:21 left in the second.
Raiders, by the way, with a last second come from behind win against the Texans.
I saw that. They were down like, what, 20-3?
Yeah.
Lance, pitch, left side, Vidal, Darrell Luter Jr. Good tackle from that corner spot. Here is the Big Cock Brock image from Gary Frerking. Frere King? Hopefully I pronounced it right. And it's exactly what I wanted it to be. AI image.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Big Cock Brock. In theaters this fall from the creators of Cluck Norris. Third and 3, empty set for Lance. Pressure, gonna run again. Another long run for Lance. Flag. Why couldn't that happen on the long run? Come on! Clock pauses at 3:48. Illegal formation on the Chargers.
Seen a lot of those in this game. A lot of illegal formations. Making a third and long. Type those threes in the chat. It's third down.
Type those threes. Lance over the middle. Bad throw. Incomplete. Chargers will punt it again. So not quite a 2-minute drill for the Niners, but 3:22 left. What can they do? Cowing takes the punt, reverses field, turns the corner to the 20, 25, 30, past the 40. He might go! Jacob Cowing, no flags! Takes the punt back for the touchdown! San Francisco! For a player who badly needed to make a splash play after missing a couple of weeks with injury, Jacob Cowing takes it 83 yards. He did it with speed, making guys miss, got a convoy out in front. Good for Jacob Cowing. Okay, after the play, I thought the penalty wiped away the punt return. Good for Jacob Cowing, man. Good for him, man. Good for him. Reversed field, which was very impressive. Turned it upfield. And then from there, he wasn't touched.
Do you want that call?
Yeah, for sure.
I'll tell him.
Good for Jacob Cowing. He had that adductor injury, missed a good amount of time, came back this week. That's how you make the club right there.
Our Fritz $10 super chat. Let's go Niners, keeping it up from the Bay. Shout out to our guy R Fritz. And then how about this? It's B-Boys.
R Fritz, B-Boys forever. Did you know that you were our Super Chat MVP last week and won a Dub City shirt? We'll get that sent out to you. Hey, Chase, happy new football season. I'm here with my Vietnamese wife. She said, why you no buy me food? Why you watch too many football? Me so hungry. B-Boys. Thanks for the 50, man. Be on the lookout for the signed jersey and the shirt.
Cheers, B-Boys. Give you a little beer chug for that. Gets us to over $300 in super chats on the night. Jacob Cowing comeback tour. Let's go. You needed that.
Lance in the shotgun, 2nd and 7. Niners up 17-3. Nice tight window throw. Jaden Duggar, no. Jacob Robinson to drop back in coverage. Made the tackle there. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Almost 1,500 people watching live. Already 32,000 people have joined us. 680 likes. Continue to hit that thumbs up icon, like the video.
Is that the 2-minute warning right there?
That was the 2-minute warning.
Okay. Good time to hit our second quarter PP.
Second quarter action presented by Prize Picks. Use our code HMA. Play your first $5 lineup. If you're victorious, you get $150 in bonus lineups. More than 20 million users have signed up and submitted a lineup with billions of dollars paid out in winnings. Prize Picks is the best place to watch sports while getting paid. So download the app using the link, which we just dropped in the comment section. It's also in the description. You can find it there. And again, use that code HMA when you play your first $5 lineup. And if you win it, you get $150 in lineups. This was my lineup that I was feeling so good about. Kalen Black more than 23.5 rushing yards. He had 33. I had Trey Lance less than 16.5 rushing yards. He has one carry for 37 yards. The best run of his life at the NFL level. And then Adrian Martinez less than 89.5 passing yards. Are you kidding me? But it makes game days and game nights so much more fun. Pick more, pick less. Pick Prize Picks.
So I put a new poll question in the chat. Obviously, some recency bias with this punt return happening from Cowing, but I put, who should be the Niners' punt returner? Cowing or Debo?
Yeah, good question.
Right now, it's 79% Cowing coming off that punt return touchdown. But go vote. Got 107 votes in there right now. It's funny. Cowing had that, kind of misjudge in the punt return earlier where he let the ball bounce and they lost like another 20 yards from it. Then he has that big return there, so see the explosiveness.
Yep. Man, not a bad preseason win for the Raiders. They're down 20-3. They scored 19 unanswered points.
What?
19. Does that sound right?
I mean, that's correct off the math, but that's strange.
Yeah. All right, ball at midfield for Trey Lance and the Chargers. Play action for Lance. Rolls to the left. Has the fullback in the flat. Nick Martin. Good tackle right there. Gain of 3.
The center thought they were going no huddle. They actually end up huddling, but the center can't move. He's not allowed to get up after he touches the ball. That was funny.
Incomplete. Dangerous throw from Trey Lance. I think Jack Jones was hoping for a pick there. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he drove on the route, went off his shoulder. That's why he's playing corner. He, went after the ball. It hit his shoulder, then he tried to catch it. A little late there, Jack. But a good play in the end zone by him. Flag flies on 3rd and 7. A run for the Chargers. Illegal shift on the Chargers.
Huh, they're going to accept it. Could have been like a 4th and 5, 4th and 4. Maybe a little bit closer than that, but Shannon accepts it. So now it'll be a 3rd and 12.
Lance going to take it, slides down. It'll be 4th down, not in field goal range for Cameron Dicker.
Get DJU in the game. Let me see DJU for the whole second half. They going to go for this?
4th and 7 for the Chargers.
Yeah, they are going to go.
Ball at the 47. Empty set for Lance. Niners send 4. Lance checks it down. Good tackle by Wallow. Niners are going to have 102 to try to get some more points on the board.
So we got 1:02 left. See what the Niners can do.
Mack going to throw it to the outside. Trenton Irwin comes back, gets it. Medium gain there. Niners do have 2 timeouts, under a minute to play. .40 seconds and counting. 4-man rush for the Chargers. Mack throws it downfield. Pass caught. Will Pauling. Niners in field goal range. Excellent drive throw from Mac Jones right there.
Settled in after a rocky start from Mac. First down, type those ones.
So the clock is stopped at 31 seconds now. Ball at the 34. Mack in the gun. Takes the snap. Deep drop again. Steps up. Throws. Downfield. Oh! The pass is dropped by Jordan Watkins. Was it deflected? Because he should have caught that football. Mack put it right on his chest. Pause. I need to see if that ball was tipped. No, Watkins should have had it. And it could have been a touchdown. Would have been a touchdown. Got to catch that ball. Now, the DB had his hand in there, but I think Jordan Watkins has to, like Dejon's dribbling, catch that ball away from his body. 25 seconds left. Mack going to throw another one downfield. This one too far for Trenton Irwin.
Mac Jones not happy with his receiver there.
Mack in the gun. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Checks it down for Cowing. He's just going to make this an easier field goal for Eddie Pinheiro. Gain of 7. Kyle Shanahan will call a timeout with 3 seconds left.
Let's go, Eddie.
45-yard attempt for Pinheiro. He was good from the right hash. This one from the left hash. And it draws just inside the left upright. It's good. Never a doubt for Eddie Pinheiro. Niners go up 20-3, and they head into recess with a 17-point cushion. Good first half for the Niners right there. Brock Purdy went 4 of 6 to start the game. He got 1 series. Niners converted 3 third downs on that drive. Stalled out around midfield, but Dejon Stribling caught a couple of third down passes as well, including a one that went for 20-plus from Mac Jones. Jacob Cowing with an 84-yard punt return for a touchdown. He badly needed to make a play. Some good things from Jaden Duggar. Jack Jones made a couple of plays after the Chargers had kind of dominated the Niners in the joint practice earlier this week. It's San Francisco who dominated that first half. 208 total yards to the Chargers, 128. 118 through the air. 81 for LA, 90 rushing yards to the Chargers, 47. The Niners, 4 of 9 on third down. Chargers, 1 of 8. Time of possession, pretty even, but Stribling, 4 catches for 46 yards. More than 100 receiving yards for him in the first 2 preseason games. Looks to be legit. The long of 21 as Mac Jones threaded the needle. He did have a drop on a great throw from Mac, which should have been a touchdown.
I see some people already getting their grades for the first half in. That's how you know you're a real one. You already know I was going to ask you guys before I even asked you. Read that first half. Good first half, man.
Yeah. Good stuff from everybody.
I'd say B+ is about right. Not perfect. Some penalties. Some errant throws, some drops, but all in all, I mean, only giving up 3 points. That big punt return from Cowing. Purdy looked good, so. Pretty good first half.
Yeah, Cowing just needed to make a play so badly, and he did.
All right, something I always like to do during halftime.
Yeah, you want to handle that?
Absolutely.
Sweet. Use the bathroom real quick. We'll be back.
All right, during halftime, we're going to go 50% off on the raffle tickets to win an F Seattle shirt. Normally, it is $20 to get a raffle ticket, but halftime only. We are going to do $10. Get you into the raffle. So this will extend as long as halftime. And then once halftime is over, it'll go back to 20. So take advantage while you can. Every $10 you send in is a raffle ticket to win an F Seattle shirt. MVP of the show, whoever sends in the largest individual super chat. Again, it's not cumulative. Sometimes people get confused. It is the largest individual super chat. You will win a signed Deebo Samuel jersey. Right now, the number to beat is, I believe, $100 earlier in the night. That came in from our guy, Austin Scarberry. So that is the number to beat, $100 for a signed Deebo Samuel jersey. If you do participate in the raffle, by the way, I always want to let everybody know that the raffle takes place at the end of the show. We'll spin a wheel with everybody's names on it. Whoever it lands on will win the raffle. But you have to be here to claim your prize. That way we can contact you. We can have you send Chase an email. If you're not here, we really don't have a way of contacting you on YouTube. So if you're in the raffle, be sure to stick around. And I'll make you guys another deal because it's halftime and it's a preseason. Every super chat that comes in will also be a drink for me as well. Of any amount will be a sip of the Happy Dad. Again, halftime only. Cheers. Guest user, take away that one drop close to the end zone. Shribs is looking great. Yeah, through 2 preseason games, Dejon Stribling has looked phenomenal, honestly. Really, really good. Yeah, I would say 13 B-Dog. The linebacker depth has looked pretty good. Garrett Wallace made a few plays. You don't really want him in coverage, but he's done good around the line of scrimmage. Jaden Duggar's done good around the line of scrimmage. Some good plays from Jack Jones. Not a lot to speak of from the defensive line in terms of getting after the quarterback. But it's been a lot of quick passes from the Chargers. Shout out my guy Wade Woodaz, Clemson legend. Like what I saw from Kalon Black, obviously Sincere McCormick as well. The guest user says chug time. Big time super chat, I'll be chugging. Anything 50 or more will be a beer bong. Shit, what happened to Patrick Taylor? You know what's funny? I actually didn't even realize that Patrick Taylor got injured because I put him in my prize picks lineup. I don't know why they had him available. What? Patrick Taylor? Dude, they had him available. Did you take him? I assume they're going to avoid that. No weapon of Woody Marks. No, you told me C.J. Stroud and that receiver. Neither of them got there. Yeah. Yeah, walk on out of here. It's all right. It's a preseason. Everyone type in chug. Can't chug for free. The bosses don't like that. They don't like us getting drunk for no reason. So Patrick Taylor was placed on season-ending IR. Undisclosed injury. So we don't actually know what the injury is, but he's out for the year. Undisclosed. He also missed all of last year with a shoulder injury, so that's a tough look. It's unfortunate for him. He's a good special teamer. Wasn't going to make much of an impact in the actual run game, but obviously other guys now got to step up down. I mean, look, you had obviously CMC. You got Kalon Black. You got Jordan James, who's been dealing with injury as well. There's our first $10 super chat of halftime. First person to take advantage of the half-off halftime special for our raffle tickets. Again, normally $20. When halftime's over, it'll go back up to $20. But during halftime, it's only $10. If you want to get in the raffle ticket for an F Seattle shirt. This is what the F Seattle shirts look like, by the way. Just so you guys know. We have a few versions. We have this one with the mascots all in there. Niners mascot choking out the Seahawks mascot. And then we also have the print shirts as well, come in red and black that just say F Seattle with the 49ers Report logo on there. So that's what you'd be getting if you win. You can pick which one you want. A couple super chats that came in that we have not gotten to yet. So I'll get to these now. Our guy Words of Valencias and his app Pulse LV. Only way Debo returns punts. Can of Cheetos in the end zone. He's looking, and he's looking in fine shape for who he is. Ew, the Sea Chickens. Yeah, F Seattle, man. Who knows? We'll see if it ends up being him or Cowing. Appreciate that, Words. Can of Cheetos in the end zone. We got Despain sending in, what is AED? Oh, that's the United Arab Emirates. So, what is that? We'll call it 37 equals 10 USD. Thoughts on trading for Highsmith and Jesse Bates? Yeah, so Bates definitely makes a lot of sense, I think. We'll see. I mean, again, both Bates and Highsmith, it's like, is their team willing to move them? Now, Highsmith is interesting because, they have Watt. They just gave an extension to Nick Herbig, and so could one of those guys be expendable? Depending on what happens with Nick Bosa, Michael Williams. Niners could need an edge rusher. Now, he didn't get paid, or did he get paid yet? I can't remember. I know they gave him a contract a few years ago. Yeah, he has this year and next year on his deal, Highsmith does, at $14.5 and $15.5 million. Then he's a free agent. So you'd have him this year and next year. Okay. And then Jesse Bates, getting older, but still really good. We'll see what happens with the Falcons this year. They've had some defensive injuries. Appreciate that super chat. And then Anthony DeLeon. I would like either of those moves, by the way. It depends on how much you have to give up for them. Can't imagine it'd be too much. Yo, what's up, Niner family? Happy football season's back. Love y'all. Anthony, appreciate that $10 super chat. That gets you in the raffle. Gets us up to 327 in super chats. So happy football's back, man. It was a long off season. Still got a couple more weeks to go until we're officially back, but look, it's already August 20th, man. I mean, we got college football starting up in a couple weeks. That'll be exciting. And then NFL right after that. F the lamb chops. I see F the Cardinals in there. Do you think we dominate the Chargers in December? I wouldn't say dominate, man. Chargers are a good team. Last year they dealt with a lot of injuries to their offensive line. We'll see if they can stay healthy this year or not. They're a damn good team, man. Physical, they can run the rock. Obviously Herbert there, he can sling it. But they've always dealt with a lot of injuries as well. So it should be a good game, though. Better than this one, that's for sure. Zachary Breen, hey Jet Sports, y'all do a fine-ass job here. Thanks for everything you do. We appreciate you guys for watching, man. We got 1,100 people watching right now in a preseason game. That is absolutely electric, so none of this is possible without you guys. If nobody was watching, well, then you probably wouldn't be doing it if nobody was watching. So, thank you guys. Salvador says cheers. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I also have to give you a cheers for the $10 super chat. Another 10 from Easy E coming in. Easy E also taking advantage of the $10 raffle tickets. Pop that piece up. Is it a possibility that Stribling starts? Absolutely. I mean, you have Evans. And then after that, it's like, oh! James with a $200 super chat.
Oh, baby.
Oh, my goodness. As soon as that gets in, we'll pop that up. Oh, my goodness. Becomes our new Super Chat MVP. We did get this 10 as well before that came in from Eddie Cooper. Eddie, that gets you in the raffle as well. I hope we eventually go after some dogs for the O-line. Training going to be there forever. Yeah, I mean, Chase talked about the O-line at length. It's just, they don't really care. It is what it is. But thanks for that 10 cheers for that. As we're back with second half action.
All right. Niners have the football. Jordan Watkins on the return.
But, oh my goodness.
Cowboys adventures. Make it a rain. Let's get our 6th ring. Bang, bang, Niner gang. That's incredible stuff right there. All right, Adrian Martinez, ball at the 22. Zamir White, gain of a couple.
That's legendary stuff. That's a bunch of raffle tickets. I'll do a beer bong for you next commercial break. And you're our new MVP. Show some love in the chat. That is just awesome. Cowboys adventures. And then Tiffany Anderson with a 10. I'll get you in the raffle.
Thank you, Tiff. What's up, Tiff? Hey, Chase and Chip, still repping my Niners from Macomb, Mississippi. Ain't nothing finer than a lady Niner. Damn right. Ain't nothing finer than a Niner in general.
Shout out to James. 200 piece. Much love.
Martinez. Gonna find Cowing. Drop. Got to make that play. It's going to be short of the sticks, but you got to make that catch. Punt is taken at the 26. Niners punt coverage on special teams has been really good tonight.
I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick.
Let's go. Sub for Niners dubs. All right, I just put up the Jacob Cowing touchdown on the punt return on my Twitter. I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to throw it in the chat. Give me a retweet for a shout out. Link is in the chat. Retweet for a shout out at Chase_Senior. Give me a follow. It's at Chase_Senior, X, Instagram, TikTok, Chase Senior Chat Sports on Facebook. But my play-by-play called that Cowing punt return. It is officially on social media. And continue to hit that sub button. Recent subscribers, Dina DeLuca, Jessica Lopez, Ricardo Garcia, Ramar, and Alex456. Thanks for supporting the show. DJU in the game. Tatum Bethune got a mitt in there on a pass across the middle, incomplete. Oh, wow. Kubiak said that he's not ready to name a starting quarterback for the Raiders. Interesting. I think it's going to be Kirk Cousins for sure. Little screen pass for the Chargers goes for a gain of about 5 yards. Third down, type those threes. DJU in the gun. Stacked receivers to the left. He looks that way. Throws. Wow, that's a good throw. Gadsden with the catch there. He was a preseason legend last year. I mean, DJU looked at him the entire way. And he put some velo on that ball to get it over Darrell Luter Jr. Ashton Davis was the safety in coverage, but heck of a throw there from DJU. Deep drop for DJU. Off-platform throw has a man. Incomplete. I don't know why he didn't set his feet. He tried to Aaron Rodgers that thing. DJU is not Aaron Rodgers. If he just stepped up and threw it on platform, I think he could have gotten Davis. But he just kind of tried to throw it on the run. You ain't that guy. Really good tackle there by Jacob Robinson against the run. Loss of 1 or 2 yards. Came up from the corner position. Fantastic tackle on Johnson. Third and 11. Genie Wyatt, Luter Jr. sucks. Yeah, he's not a great corner. Good special teamer, though. DJU. Oh, ball almost intercepted by Robinson. He read it the entire way. Telegraph throw from DJU. If he caught that and stayed on his feet, he would have still been running. Jordan Watkins back to receive the punt. Fair catch at the 11. All right, shout out to those of you who retweeted the Jacob Cowing touchdown. Orange Dog Bad, Natrone, Jason Elibieri, TSK, Lord Buddy Bear, Mateo, and John Larry. Thanks for showing love.
Said I would do that beer bong for that massive $200 super chat that we got from Cowboys Adventures.
Big time.
So, here we go. I'll knock that piece down. Also, you peep the 49ers report hat. Fire. All right, cheers, everybody. Cheers to Cowboys Adventures. Up to 562 in supers. Let's keep it going, baby. Ugh. Down the hatch. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Tart cursed this team, talking about the lack of interceptions.
Jaquoski Tart dropped pick in the NFC Championship game.
Ever since then, huh?
Yeah, that was a rough one. Niners were up 10 at that point, ended up losing. Really rough drop. Martinez pressured, backtracks into the end zone. Unlike last week, he throws it away there.
Just give us some good plays, Martinez, please. Give us something to be happy about.
Adrian Martinez picked. Pick six. 15-yard pick six. That's the Adrian Martinez experience right there. You knew it was coming. Tucker got the pressure on Martinez. Colson picked him off. Martinez was in the gun. Free run at him. Got rid of it. Linebacker read him the entire way. Pass intended for Jacob Cowing. 20-3 lead for San Francisco. Now turns into a 20-9 advantage. Here comes the extra point. No good!
Oh!
20-9. 11-point advantage intact for the Niners. $10:45 left in the third.
My goodness. As soon as I said something. Yep, get ready for second half, Adrian Martinez.
second half A-Mart.
This comment section is going to be great.
Extinct like Kmart. Oh, I wish we were watching Curtis Rourke.
How does he have a job? Cut Martinez now. Dude stinks. What else? Genuinely buns.
Oh, he's so
sucks.
bad.
Cut Martinez ASAP. Chargers kickers lucky Debo in on their sideline. They might choke him out. Martinez's complete cheeks.
I literally just tweeted that out. Adrian Martinez's cheeks.
Martinez has room for improvement. Okay. Certainly.
That's being nice.
Read this. Martinez is total garbage. You need to release him and replace him with a veteran quarterback. Well, I mean, you'll have 3 quarterbacks anyways. You don't need a 4th, so he'll just be gone. Send Martinez to whatever McDonald's we picked him up from.
Yeah, he is just not good.
Yikes. Few super chats. John Wallace. Prayers and condolences. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Got to get up early. Good night, y'all. Johnny. Good to see you. Good night, brother. Glad to see you once again. Once again. Excuse me. Can't wait for the regular season. But a couple from Cody Broussard. I'm only here because Chase is the GOAT.
My guy.
Florida.
What's up, Cody? The Florida Niner gang in the building.
Sent 2 of the same.
And then sent another one. I'm only here because Chase is the GOAT. You're the GOAT, bro. The GOAT viewer of the night. That's you.
My grandma would make better throws.
I mean, shoot, give me the rock. Watkins takes the kick to the 25. Oh, we've got an official down. Uh-oh. Official grabbing at his knee. Official looks to be hurt. This official might be out for the season. Official got popped. The game moves on. They don't care about the official. Martinez going to complete that pass on the run.
Keep the officials away from the substation.
You know, it's funny. The Chargers have had a lot of injuries of late. They practice near a substation. Good run here for Khalil Herbert.
Oh, he's went 40? Yikes.
Pickup of 11 there for Herbert.
Keep the ball on the ground.
Play action for Martinez.
Oh.
Flag, and he throws it out of bounds.
Can we get the substation stat line? Not really any injuries tonight besides, I guess, Ronaldo Green left early. And there was a Chargers lineman that went down, but
No PI. Pass team uncatchable. Yeah, it was a throwaway. Delayed handoff, not going anywhere to Herbert. He's smacked. Loss of 3, but there could be a face mask penalty here. Face mask on the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down for the Niners.
Somebody said Martinez needs to go to jail.
He's become our favorite player this preseason.
Send Martinez to a Temu factory. Shout out Jeremy Chugs. He loves buying stuff off TikTok Shop and Temu.
He does.
That's why I never try any of his snacks. You never know.
1st and 10. Ball at the 43. Good run here for the Niners for Zamir White inside the 40 to the 39. They call him Zeus. Another carry for Zamir White, running tough. And on a 2nd and 6, he picks up 9 yards to the 30, first down Niners. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Niners going to run it again. This time it's Herbert. Gain of 5. Picking up big chunks of yardage on the ground are the Niners here.
That's what I said, man. Keep it on the ground. Don't let Martinez throw the rock.
No.
Keep that clock moving.
Bad things happen when Adrian Martinez has to throw it.
Jed York should pay Martinez to make the 53-man roster on another NFC West team.
Martinez, quick throw out to Cowing, little bubble screen. Picks up the first down on a 2nd and 5. He can definitely move. That's how you can utilize him. Ball at the 18. Irwin put in motion. Play action for Martinez. Pressure. Rolls. Throws. Out of bounds. Good call. So he didn't do that last week. Learned from his mistake. There you go. Progress. Second and 10. Niners in the Prize Picks red zone. Quick throw from Martinez out to Watkins. Defended well by the Chargers. No gain. Austin Pleasant is down for the Niners. That's not great because Vidarian Lowe is also out as their top backup tackle. Pleasance is the other one.
You want to knock out third quarter, PP?
Yeah. All right, third quarter action presented by Prize Picks. Use our code HMA. Play your first $5 lineup. Get $150 in lineups if you're victorious with that $5 lineup. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports picks app. You pick more, you pick less, you pick Prize Picks. It's very easy to use. You choose more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. Or you can make some team picks where you pick winners, spreads, and totals. Give me a follow on the app at Chase_Senior. And you can see some of my lineups before we talk about them here on the show. And if it wasn't for Trey Lance popping off a 37-yard run, I'm not even kidding, the best run of his NFL career, we would be sitting in such a good spot with the Prize Picks lineup, but Trey Lance cooked it. Just like he cooked that Niners draft pick. Such a bummer. That was a $20 lineup to win $120 right there. And I'm going to lose. Use our code HMA. Play your first $5 lineup. You win. Get $150 in lineups. Download the app right now. Link is in the chat.
Our Fritz 5, sending my $5 for the last field goal. Let's go Niners. Our Fritz, man of his word.
Our Fritz, good stuff. Setting my $5 for that last field goal. Let's go Niners. Our Fritz, you're the man, brother. What happened to Austin Pleasance here? Uh-oh. I don't know what happened there. Kind of in a pass set. Didn't get rolled up on. Just came up lame with that knee.
Good little pass set there.
All right, thank you. All right, 3rd and 10. Martinez going to throw it. Thinks about running. Steps up. Throws instead. Has a man. First down. It's Cardinals Hodge on the catch. 1st and goal. Good job by Martinez to step up in the pocket there. Kept his eyes up. Now it's going to be 1st and goal for the Niners. Sincere McCormick. Handoff. Fake to him. Martinez going to roll out. Tries to find Braden Willis. It's incomplete.
NSACC production said Eddie Pinheiro could be a better quarterback than Adrian Martinez.
Martinez going to hand it off to Sincere McCormick. He already has 1 touchdown. He takes that kick to the 3. I'd rather see Eddie Pinheiro sometimes throw it than Adrian, but to his credit, did good catch there, or good throw there 2 plays ago to Cardinals Hodge to move the chains. Now it's another 3rd and goal. Niners, 5 of 11 on 3rd downs tonight. Stribling has 3 of those, or had 3 of those. He's out of the game now. Empty set for Adrian Martinez. Play clock at 2. Play clock at 1. He gets the snap off. Looks to the right side. Evades a sack. Now he fumbles. Picks it back up. Gets rid of the football out of the back of the end zone. There was a flag to start that play. That's the Adrian Martinez experience right there. That is the Adrian Martinez experiment. Like, he'll make some nice plays. He's an athletic dude, but fumbles the football. Illegal formation on the offense. Eddie Pinheiro will come out for another field goal. The more than 1.5 field goals for Eddie P. That was a lock. Why didn't we take that? It's not even like Martinez got stripped. He just dropped the ball. And then the fan drops the pass. You had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to catch that football, and you messed it up. Niners going to go for it. 4th and goal. Ball at the 3. Martinez takes the shotgun snap, looks left, pressured, rolls to his right, looking, buys some more time, throws into the end zone, incomplete. Turnover on downs. Flag in the end zone.
Why is his helmet off?
Could be a hold. Holding on the defense.
Oh!
Automatic first down. Martinez gets another shot.
How did his helmet come off?
He probably took it off in frustration. Jordan Watkins, I think, drew the holding call. Ball at the 1. Khalil Herbert, the back. Tight end in motion. Handoff. Herbert breaks a tackle. Touchdown. San Francisco. Niners extend the lead.
Show us the TDs.
Show us your TDs on the internet. Type TD in the chat. That drive lasted nearly 7 minutes. That's clutch. Eat as much clock as possible, please. Herbert with that touchdown. After Patrick Taylor was put on season-ending IR, the Niners re-signed Herbert. So re-signed today, touchdown tonight. By the way, we might rip that instant reaction halfway through the 4th.
That's cool with me.
Yeah.
It's 11:30.
Austin Pleasance is out. Was having a good camp, serving as a solid depth piece for this Niners offensive line. Oh, big hit. Who is that? Bell. Big tackle for the Niners. Niners have defended the run really well tonight. Larry Worth. leading the charge there for that run stop. Ball at the 23, DJU. Pass complete to the left side. Good coverage there by Nick Martin.
All I need for one of my lineups is DJU more than 55.5 yards. He's at 29, so.
Yeah. Boom.
Well, he gets there.
Third and 3. DJU, throw to the right side, broken up. Ephesians Price Sock, another preseason PBU for the rookie. Once again, really good technique from him. DJU takes the shotgun snap. 4th and 3, deep in their own territory. Passing complete. Niners will have another opportunity to put points on the board. Dimu KG, who the Niners signed this week, former Giant, former Cardinal, with the pass rush in the interior there. Niners take over at the 30. Zamir White, the back. Give goes to him. Picks up 1. Martinez going to throw it on this 2nd and 9. Almost picked again. Pass was intended for Cowing. Third and 9. Chargers show blitz. Ball at the 29. Martinez escapes pressure. Throws, pass, caught by Irwin. A yard or 2 short of the first down. They're going to mark him 2 yards short. Timeout called by the Niners with the, or no, Chargers going to call a timeout.
Do not forget, like I said, hit that sub button. Shout out to Bob, Jason, Sebastina, and Jessica. Get ready for the regular season. Like I said, hit that sub button on the road to 200,000 subscribers.
Martinez, 4th and 2, throws it to the outside, pass is caught. It's Kaderil Hodge. Hodge had a pretty nice game-winning touchdown for the Falcons against the Buccaneers 2 years ago in overtime. It was a walk-off touchdown. Pro Bowl special teamer a couple of years ago. Played under Raheem Morris. Moves the chains there. Type those ones. 1,500 people watching live. We got to get the stream to 1,000 likes, man. Hit that thumbs up icon. Like the video. End of the third quarter. Headed to the fourth. Type those fours. I saw a comment that the depth looks miles better than it was last year. I'll specifically say at corner and at linebacker, the Niners' depth is a lot better than it was last year. I think the Niners are kind of deep at wide receiver. Jacob Cowing or Christian Kirk are going to get cut. I think the depth at running back is better. Depth at defensive tackle is better. Depth at edge rusher, not as good.
Get those fours in the chat. Sobe, fun fact, it's 12:30 p.m. here in Malaysia.
Wow.
The future.
That's a legend right there.
It is 12:30 a.m. East Coast. It is 9:30 p.m. on the West Coast as we enter the fourth quarter. Been live for 3 hours. We're about 120 likes away from 1,000. I know we can get there. A reminder as we enter the fourth quarter that if you want to get in on the raffle, now is the time. $20 super chat gets you in the raffle to win an F Seattle shirt. And the number to beat for our Deebo Samuel signed jersey is $200. A $200 super chat is the number to beat. We'll spin that wheel soon to determine who wins the shirt. So get in the raffle while you still can. $20 gets you a raffle ticket. All right, fourth quarter action. Let's go.
One yard gain for Zamir White on that run. First play of the fourth quarter, 2nd and 9. Upcoming. White around the right edge. Going to get a carry for a few yards.
Trace wants to know if we're going to do a post-game short after the game.
For sure. Yeah. Third and 6. Martinez pressured, steps up, escapes. He's going to run it in for the touchdown. There is a late flag. Holding against the Chargers. Touchdown is going to stand. San Francisco on the board again. The route is on. The Chargers, you can win the joint practice on Tuesday. Belt to ass on Thursday night. Easy 880. F the Sea Pigeons. That's a 34-piece nugget on the Chargers' heads at SoFi Stadium tonight. Mike Henry, can we just get to the regular season? One more preseason game next week against the Raiders. Eddie Cooper, $10. F the Sea Pigeons. F the Sea Pigeons indeed. How about the Seahawks? I mean, they're panicking at corner so much that they want to sign Terry and Arnold. And yesterday they signed Trayvon Diggs. It's pretty wild. They re-signed Josh Jobe. Reek Woolen signed with the Eagles. Perhaps they thought some corners were going to fall to them in the draft like Chris Johnson. He didn't. He went to Miami. And they're playing in division. Got to go up against the Niners. Got to go up against the Rams passing attack.
Picked up over 100 new subscribers here tonight, including GG Buddy and Bob Bell, Jason Seabass, and Dina. Nearly 1,500 people still hanging out in the fourth quarter of this Week 2 preseason action. You're all real ones. Appreciate you guys. If you're not already, hit that subscribe button. It's 100% free. We'll be here all year long. We're not going anywhere.
Corliss Waitman is now kicking the ball off, not Eddie Pinheiro. Kind of a nice kick to the 5. Nice tackle, Nick Martin. Ball is out! Niners recover! Nick Martin, a speeding bullet, truck stick tackle, dislodge the football, Niners pounce on top of it. Are we going to see a 40-piece in a preseason game for San Francisco here? That is a great play by Nick Martin. And I think it was Kadarrell Hodge who jumped on the loose pill. The pill was on the carpet. Great special teams play. Pitch play. White. Down to about the 16 or 17-yard line. Niners once again inside the Prize Picks red zone. I formation. Martinez will throw it down the right hash. Pass caught. Touchdown. Jordan Watkins. Watkins continues to put together a really good preseason. And that was a dart from Adrian Martinez. 17-yard pitch and catch. And the Niners putting up a 40 spot in preseason game number 2 against the Chargers. Chargers, you can win the joint practice on Tuesday. Niners going belt to ass on Thursday night. San Francisco. Let's go. Three straight touchdown drives for Adrian Martinez.
It's too easy, baby. $41-9. That's how it's done. How close is Martinez?
Oh, yeah, that's a good call. It was looking like a lock.
Oh, I mean.
Okay. Fucking Trey Lance, man. Are you kidding me? A 37-yard run.
Would have had it.
42 total. Ref couldn't have called a hold, huh?
What a hilarious stat line.
Martinez, 7 of 15, 57 yards, a touchdown, an interception, a fumble that he fumbled himself and then recovered. Quarterback rating of 51.2, 9 rushing yards.
Yeah, I mean, the yard disparity, 317 to 156. Time of possession, winning by 10 minutes. 142 rush yards for San Francisco to 45. I do need DJU to have some passing yards here. He's only got 29. He's 3 of 8. He somehow has a lower quarterback rating than Adrian Martinez. I need like 30 more yards at a DJU for my Prize Picks lineup to hit. Chargers running backs have 3 rushing yards tonight.
Wait, say that again?
Chargers running backs have 3 rushing yards combined.
Wow.
Because they have 45 as a team, but Lance has 42 of those. Jamie, appreciate you. Man, another big hit. And that was Nick Martin again.
Nick Martin's made some plays tonight. Tatum Bethune, good tackle against the run. Yeah, so how about this? The Chargers have 45 rushing yards. 37 of them came on the carry from Trey Lance. So Vidal had 6 yards on 4 carries. Keaton Mitchell -1, Amar Johnson -1, Omarion Hampton -1. So that's 3 rushing yards from their running backs.
Jeez. R. Fritz, $10. 10 more for the last touchdown. Let's go, Niners.
R.
Nation.
Fritz, my man. Put him in there for the raffle.
Gotta get him in.
All right. We can give Trace that post-game short. Then we can start ripping some instant reaction takeaways.
Cool.
It's just to that point.
I'll let him know.
Cool. Do the people want us to start doing our post-game instant reaction? If you do, type me in the chat. Type me in the chat. We'll give the social team a little YouTube short.
Whatever you want to do, just let me know.
Sweet. Yeah, let's do it. You can just pop me full screen. Cool. The 49ers got dominated by the Chargers during that Tuesday joint practice. I think they were a little bit embarrassed because they came out on Thursday night and they dominated the Chargers in this preseason game. Some of the takeaways that I have, I thought Brock Purdy looked really good to start this game. He went 4 of 6, completing a couple of third down passes to Dejon Stribling. And Dejon Stribling continues to be the talk of this preseason. I think the Niners got themselves a guy. He looks to be a legitimate wideout. He had 4 catches for more than 40 yards. A really beautiful throw from Mac Jones for 21 yards on a third down, in which Stribling was able to move the chains and pluck that ball out of the air. Jacob Cowing badly needed to make a big play in this preseason game because he'd been out the last couple of weeks due to an adductor injury. He had an 83-yard punt return. Now the Niners are in a spot. Who makes the team at wide receiver? Will it be Cowing over a guy like Christian Kirk, who's been injured since the first practice? Other takeaways that I have, some of these young Niners rookies continue to play really, really good football, and the Niners' rush defense was phenomenal in this game. At one point, deep into the fourth quarter, the Chargers running backs had 3 total yards rushing. Very encouraging performance from San Francisco in preseason game number 2. Those are my takeaways.
That's how it's done. Under 8 minutes to go. Just domination. 50-yard punt from Corliss Waitman. Is the Raiders game at home? No, I believe it's in Vegas.
All right. Should we do our full post-game show?
I think we can probably just rip it.
I think that we can rip it. All right. Let's just rip it. Instant Reaction post-game show is coming up. Gav, do I think the Niners are dominating and super legit, or are the Chargers bad? I mean, it's the preseason, but I do think the Niners' depth is clearly better than it was last year. All right, post-game instant reaction is coming up live on the 49ers Report. Are we worried about Austin Pleasants? For sure, because the Niners are already very thin along the offensive line. Let's talk about this game in further detail. A lot of takeaways to get to, so let's get to it right now. This is the San Francisco 49ers Report. My name is Chase Sr. A late preseason Week 2 game for the Niners against the Chargers tonight. So if you're watching this show on Thursday night, I appreciate you for being a real one. If you're waking up with me on Friday morning, that's great too. The 49ers Report is presented by Prize Picks. And on Tuesday, the Niners got dominated by the Chargers in that joint practice. It was embarrassing. Brock Purdy said after that practice, it wasn't our best day as an offense. The defense gave up multiple explosive plays against Justin Herbert, who was leading and commanding Mike McDaniel's offense in a really impressive fashion. I think the Niners were a little bit embarrassed by how that joint practice went, because in this game, I know it's only the preseason, they looked prepared. They were very fired up. They played hard. They were physical. There were so many big hits in this game. They came to play. They were on fire and the Chargers were very flat. To start this game, Justin Herbert got the start for the Chargers. The Niners' first-string defense, of course, without Nick Bosa, without Mykel Williams, was able to force a 3-and-out. Really liked what I saw from the Niners' starting defense, which played nearly the entire first half, as clearly Raheem Morris wanted this group to start to learn and master this new-ish scheme heading into the 2026 season with Raheem Morris taking over for Robert Saleh. And this defense did a pretty damn good job, especially against the run in this game. At one point, late in the fourth quarter, the Chargers running backs had 3 rushing yards. San Francisco was very stout up front, didn't give up a lot of big plays in the passing game, and the big explosive play in this game for the Chargers, funny enough, was a 37-yard Trey Lance run. And one of the big takeaways that I have from watching this game, the Niners are so much deeper at this point right now than they were last year, especially at defensive tackle, at corner, at linebacker. And might I add, I think they're deeper at wide receiver than they were going into 2025. So those are really positive things for the Niners from the second preseason game. Brock Purdy got 1 series. He went 4 of 6. The offensive line held up pretty well in front of him. He was able to connect a couple of times with Dejon Stribling. 2 of those Brock Purdy passes to Stribling on 3rd down. And Dejon Stribling continues to look like the real deal. I think the Niners, ladies and gentlemen, got themselves a dog. He looks like Jawan Jennings out there, 3rd and Dejon, if you will. But take all my money. Let's go to the Strib Club because this kid looks to be legit. He looks like Jennings, plays like Jennings, but he runs 4.3. Jawan Jennings was and is a 4.6, 4.7 guy. Now, Stribling did drop a would-be touchdown for Mac Jones on a dime from Mac, so that was the one blemish on his radar tonight. But once again, using his size, using his physicality, using his speed, plucking the ball out of the air. There was one catch from Purdy on a 3rd down where instead of letting the ball come to him, which can let the DB knock it down for a pass breakup, Stribling catches the ball away from his body. And he has such strong hands. So I think Dejon Stribling has earned himself a role as a starter for this Niners receiving core. And the other takeaway at wide receiver, who do the Niners keep? I think some of the wide receivers who are going to make this 53 from 1 to 5 are set. Who's going to be the 6th wide receiver? Mike Evans, Dejon Stribling, Demarcus Robinson, Deebo Samuel, who was the starting punt returner, I love. Jordan Watkins is going to make this team. He caught a touchdown tonight from Adrian Martinez on an absolute dart. But Jacob Cowing had an 83-yard punt return in which he caught it on the far side of the field, reversed field, turned the corner, and went untouched for 83 yards. Christian Kirk, I think, is in danger of not making this team. He's been out since the first practice, has that calf injury. We don't know when he's going to be able to come back. Jacob Cowing had missed a couple of weeks with that adductor injury, missed all of last year. He so badly needed to make a play, and he made a huge play. The Niners in a regular season game have not returned a punt for a touchdown in many, many years. I was a young pup the last time they did that. So for Cowing to do that in an explosive manner, I thought was impressive. Now for Cowing, he played deep into this game. He had at least 1 drop. Mac Jones missed him a time or 2. So as a receiver, it's not like he impressed me all that much. But as a special teamer, that's how you make the team with explosive plays like that for a guy who they drafted in the 4th round a couple of years ago. And for Christian Kirk, if you cut him, it's not like that contract is that consequential. So many more takeaways to get to. But let me ask you this question. It's the pinned comment of our 49ers Report Instant Reaction postgame show. Should Dejon Stribling start in week 1? I think it's a for sure yes. Because he's that good. Type yes, type no. Let me know down below right now. The 49ers Report is presented by Prize Picks, by the way. Be sure to use our code HMA. When you play your first $5 lineup, You get $150 in lineups if you win. Show us that you know ball. Download the PrizePicks app right now. It's very easy to use. It's America's #1 daily fantasy sports picks app. You pick more, you pick less on 2 to 6 player stats. You can do that for a game. You can do that for an entire season. You can also submit some team picks as well, where you pick winners, spreads, and totals. As far as my lineup tonight, I was really confident that we were in a really, really good spot. I had Adrian Martinez less than 89.5 passing yards. Kalen Black more than 23.5 rushing yards. Trey Lance less than 16.5 rushing yards. He had the best run of his pro football career. Ran it for 37 when the Niners dropped back, and man, are you kidding me? Would have been a $20 lineup to win $120 in lineups. So play that first $5 lineup. If you win, you get $150 in bonus lineups. All right, some more takeaways from this second preseason game for the Niners. Jaden Duggar is a really good linebacker. 5th-round pick out of Louisiana. He can cover. And this might be another 5th-round gem for the Niners. They drafted George Kittle, Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Hufanga, and Deommodore Lenoir in the 5th round under Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. The guy just looks like a natural out there. You could tell that he's comfortable in coverage because he played DB at Georgetown. And at that linebacker spot, he was all over the yard making plays again. And this Niners rookie class is very intriguing to me. The Niners have a few players who have been able to really make impressive plays and turn heads throughout the preseason. Dejon Stribling, stating the obvious. Kalen Black got the start at running back tonight. And right away, you saw that his running style, he is a one-cut runner, downhill, physical, runs with authority, bounces off of defenders, and he could pick up yards after contact. The Niners and Kyle Shanahan need to give him carries. And Jordan James better return soon because he might not have another opportunity to earn that RB2 job. And in fact, I think it's Kalen Black's right now. Mentioned Duggar as part of this rookie class. Ephesians Prysock had another pass breakup in this game. And then Grayson Holton in week 1 against Tennessee truck stick Peter Skoronski, the highest paid guard in football, and had a would-be sack if it weren't for the penalty, and he was good against the run. So that's 5 Niners rookies in this 2026 class who have made plays throughout the preseason so far. We also saw some plays made by some other young players. Nick Martin forced a fumble on a kickoff, and then the following play, Adrian Martinez whizzed a fastball to Jordan Watkins, a second-year wide receiver, who also, another young player, continues to have a good preseason. The emergence of these young players on this Niners team, it's huge because they've missed so often in the draft over the last couple of years that they need some of these players to start playing well, developing, making the roster, and making an impact in regular season games. And how do you earn the trust of a head coach that doesn't easily give you his trust? You make plays throughout the preseason to show that you can do it time and time again. And it's funny, there was a Chargers rookie receiver who said after that joint practice on Tuesday, quote, "We tore them up." Well, the Niners went belt to ass tonight, and they were rolling throughout this game. I'm going through my notes as well. Austin Pleasance in a pass rush set just went down with a knee injury. If he misses extended time, it didn't look good. That's a problem for the Niners. Darian Lowe's been out since the first practice with that high ankle sprain. The Niners don't have a lot of depth at backup offensive tackle outside of Lowe because they drafted Enrique Cruz out of Kansas, who looks to be a guard. He might be too slow and sluggish to play tackle at the next level. And for Pleasance, he got some time last year filling in for Trent Williams, played pretty solid in that game against Chicago, had been having a good summer. Unfortunate to see him go down. I hope he's okay. I mentioned earlier, I like the Niners' depth at corner better than last year. Jack Jones, good rep, sticky coverage on a back corner fade, had a pass breakup a little bit later on a ball that he probably should have intercepted. It went off his shoulder. Also had a nice hit. He replaced Renardo Green, who left with a hamstring injury. And I also wonder what the Niners are going to do at the tail end of the running back spot for players who make the 53. Patrick Taylor was placed on IR today. He's out for the year. Sincere McCormick had a 37-yard run. He was a great college player at UTSA. In this scheme, outside zone one-cut runner, he looked damn good in this preseason game. Also had a 7-yard touchdown run. He runs with authority. So Christian McCaffrey's going to make it. K'Lon Black's going to make it. Jordan James is going to make it. Who's that fourth running back going to be? Isaac Guerrero? He's been out all of the summer with the pec injury. Is it going to be Sincere McCormick who ends up making this team because Patrick Taylor, season-ending injured reserve? What else do I got here for you? The Deebo Samuel thing, I think, is really interesting. He started at wide receiver tonight, but Mike Evans did not play. And so he's going to have a role in this offense, but I want to see the Niners get very creative with how they utilize Deebo Samuel. And when he was back there as the first-string punt returner, I'm like, wow, I love it. Find ways to get dynamic players the football to allow them to make dynamic plays. And Deebo Samuel is clearly still a dynamic player. Is he a 1? No. Is he a 2? No. Does he have to be that for the Niners? No. So if he can have a role as wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4, gadget guy, get some handoffs, return some kicks, return some punts, I like that role for Deebo. But the Niners also have options at punt returner and kick returner. Jordan Watkins can do both. Jacob Cowing can do both. Deebo Samuel can do both. And so you can mix and match there. If you want to conserve Deebo, you don't want to get him injured, that's fine. You allow Cowing if he makes the team, or Watkins to make the team back there. And I think Watkins has definitely made the team. He did drop a touchdown, but then he caught a touchdown a little bit later, and he made plays in week 1 against Tennessee. 4.3 speed, added some weight, looked stronger out there, which is a really good sign. One of the other news items that I want to pass along is on George Kittle. We got this update right before the game. So George Kittle, of course, tore his Achilles in January in that wild card win against the Eagles. His surgery was performed by famed surgeon Dr. Neil Elatrash. He met with him today in Los Angeles, and the feedback was great. He's well ahead of schedule, and there continues to be a great belief that Kittle will have an opportunity to play week 1 against the Los Angeles Rams in Melbourne, Australia. G'day, mate. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. San Francisco. How awesome would that be if Kittle is able to come back? Because we know how much he can do as a pass catcher, as a blocker in the pass game, and a blocker in the run game, and what he means to the heart and soul of this Niners team. Another cool thing tonight, throwing it back to the good old days. Trent Williams, who didn't suit up, and Deebo Samuel walked out with the legendary boombox once again. It's like Deebo didn't even play last year in Washington. Good to see him back. And he's a good teammate. I know that he was a little bit frustrated at the end of that 2024 season. When Jacob Cowing returned that punt, Deebo was fired up, sprinted down the sideline, and was happy to see a guy from that same receiver room make a big play, and Deebo knew him from a couple of years ago when Cowing was drafted. So the Niners, dominant tonight. They score 41 points on the Chargers to even up their preseason record at 1-1. And one of my big takeaways from preseason game number 1, the young players making plays. Once again tonight, young players making plays. Don't forget to give me a follow on social media. All my legends out there. I'm on X, Instagram, TikTok, at Chase_Senior. You can find me on Facebook, Chase Senior Chat Sports. We out. All right, everybody. We still have to raffle off our Niners Seahawks F Seattle shirt. So we'll do that. 1 minute to play. The Chargers just scored a touchdown. But the Niners are still up big. Let's raffle off that shirt.
Let's do it.
Who's going to get our shirt? Got to be here to claim that prize.
All right, we got 28 entries here. Shuffle the names up. Let's go. It's gonna be
Cowboys Adventures. Is Cowboys Adventures still here?
Hope so. Cowboys Adventures is also our Super Chat MVP. Sent in the $200 Super Chat earlier.
Yep. Is Cowboys Adventures still in the chat?
A.K.A. James Grignon. Cowboys Adventures, a.k.a. James Grignon. Are you still here?
Thank you, Alonzo Chisholm, for the kind words.
He's here!
Cowboys?
He's here. It's James Grignon.
Oh, sweet. James, we're going to pop up my email at the bottom of the screen. Send me an email. chase@chatsports.com.
Gets the Debo signed jersey and the F Seattle shirt. Clean sweep.
Yes, sir. chase@chatsports.com. James, send me an email with your mailing address and your name, of course, and we'll get that sent to you.
Congratulations.
Congrats, brother. Good audience tonight for some late night Niners. More views during this watch party than week one. Let's go.
Only up. Yes, sir, James. Says, thanks, guys. Final score, 41-17. Official final score.
Yep, 41-17 final. Really like to see how the Niners responded. The Chargers will always have that joint practice victory. All right, let me check my email to see if James sent me that email.
If he didn't send you one, he just dropped his full Addy in the chat.
Oh, did he actually?
Yeah.
That's actually clutch. Sweet. I'm going to put that in here. Bang. Thanks, James. People should just do that from now off, and nobody's going to come find you. Don't quote me. All right, good stuff. Fun night. Fun night.
Great audience. Great time as always. And a win.
And a win.
Love to see it.
All right, good stuff, everybody. We're going to sign off. 60,000 people joining us throughout the night. $600 in super chats. 8 likes away from 1,000. I don't know if we can sign off until we get to 1,000 likes.
We gotta get
hit
there.
that thumbs up icon. Like the video. Post-game show is going to be up on the channel here in just a moment. James, the size for the shirt is whatever size you wear, brother. Oh, I guess I didn't get your email. So what size do you want, James? What size are you, James?
And there we go. 1,000 likes, just like that.
Thanks for the love, y'all. Kyle Shanahan's already speaking to the media. That's crazy. He went right to that podium, said, I'm not wasting any time. $2X for James. All right, noted, bro. 2X. Gotcha, fam. All right. For Chip, I'm Chase. Thanks for tuning in. I'll have a video out early tomorrow. Instant reaction's going to be up on the channel within 10 or 15 minutes. Niners win 41-17. We'll see you later. Peace.